my favorite group, D&D players from the Arkans campaign. As usual, we're about 17 minutes late. And we are going to go ahead and have a nice, relaxing episode. I hope.
Yeah, so.
Never trust the DM when he says that.
Speaking of, John, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm John. I play Aoth. He is a human fighter. He is on a revenge quest to take back the throne from his father's murderer. And he's teamed up with a group of interesting individuals.
Spicy.
Next, Kenny.
Spicy folk. Oh shit, me? What? Kenny playing Blitzkrieg, the Dry Green Artificer. Today we're going shopping. Yeah. That's the story.
Pete.
Alright, I'm playing Renratal, the Asmar cleric who likes to span life and death and hang with his homie Morty, trying to gain some wisdom about things and growing in his growing his following, R1's following rather, little by little.
No.
Tom.
I am Tom. I'm playing Rourke this session. I stand in for Reek, Aarakocra and Ranger, intent on getting the party back up as charged with by Reek before he departed to the floating isles.
And James.
James, playing Devlin Pickman, quote-unquote magic user. He is a sorcerer fighter who has wild magic not on his side most of the time. He's a changeling who so far has not used his changing ability. So we'll see what we can do with that today.
And last but certainly not least, Nick.
Nick is playing Temin, the rogue, the halfling rogue, not the rogue halfling, although kind of interchangeable. He is the newest member of the More Money, Fewer Problems party, and is excited to see what is going to happen today.
What? What just happened?
Oh, he got rich. More money, less problems.
Oh,
Fewer problems? Any English majors?
We do have
I think the term is no pop. I don't know.
No,
I've
there's
never been there.
definitely-
I wouldn't know. All right, but would you mind giving us a recap of last session?
I would not mind. So in last session, we found ourselves being honored by having the opportunity to slaughter multiple snakes. And I guess we didn't. Did anybody throw any of the bodies in, or did all the snakes do that for us?
we did some.
We did a couple. Okay.
I
Anyway,
think so, I think.
right. So we ended up killing much more snakes. I think that was really our purpose. Like, to be honored in Snake Society is to have the opportunity to kill them.
Yes.
So I guess that's where we got lost in translation on that part. We ended up killing 9 total, right? Setting a 10th on fire after several unsuccessful attempts to push him into the blood pool. But the snake's eggs / dinosaur thingies were eventually hatched and ultimately swallowed by the... Oh, that's right. No, they weren't hatched. They were swallowed. By the queen snake pureblood, Yanti.
What's your name?
I can't remember. I just remember Celicia.
Ashley? Wait.
It's in other notes.
Bye, Celicia.
Our lore master will tell you when we
Yep.
get one.
Probably. Then we beat feet out of that temple,
Celicia.
into the jungle. Found... Kind of rested after a little bit. Reek found his buddy, who told him that his people were like 2 months without food or something. Or just supplies. Or like regular supplies. I can't remember.
They're under.
It's been a couple weeks. They're under duress, essentially.
They're under duress because there's a heavy wind coming from the nearby mountain or island that's preventing them from flying.
Oh yeah,
which
there's
is
like
their primary need.
Yeah, there's like a unicorn on the island or something.
What?
So Reek was like, "Yep, I'm out of here to go check on my peeps." No pun intended. Although slightly.
And they pieced out.
he pieced out the next morning. I'm still unfamiliar and confused by the name because it's so familiar. Tom, what's your character's name again? Rock? Rourke?
Rook?
Rick Rack Rock.
Roke?
How do you spell it?
Well, the way I spelt it, I don't know if I spelt it right from when Matt said it, but
There's no wrong way to spell it.
Roarke.
Rourke.
You were very close
Okay.
to how I originally spelled it, but
Oh,
that
Art?
can be the new spelling. I'm fine with that.
Cool.
It's your character now.
So Reek left, Rourke stayed, and I'm scared to meet your third character. We decided to hit up the Badlands on the way back. We're gonna drop off the Stormsicle. We're gonna do a little bit of shopping, and then we are going to head. I should have pulled this up prior. There's a city to the north of the Badlands whose name is being pulled up as we speak.
Ingetdur.
Ingetdur, that's the one. Where we plan on doing some shopping, gathering some information, because we have been neglecting our very own Thrycreen's mission to save his people. So, we can gather some information, buy some stuff, make our way to meet back up with Reek, who hopefully
Yeah.
isn't stuck at level 5 when we reach him.
Or he
But
could be dead.
perhaps-
Who knows?
Could be dead. Oh no.
He might not even make it.
We still have to save this Epitor Empire.
All right.
But
But
we are going to make allies.
where I would like to begin this session is actually with Rourke. Rourke, when you were brought to the Badlands, you would have had the opportunity, having talked with those among you, to give up your memories and have your mind inspected for threat in order to gain access to the city, or you would have been allowed to stay outside and wait for your companions to return. Which of those options would Rourke have chosen?
I think he would give it a shot to go in.
Okay. Would you
He has
resist?
nothing to hide. I would not resist.
Okay. Everything goes perfectly smoothly then, and we can kind of gloss through that. But it was the same, similar as everybody else went through. You waited in a stone room. A magic user was brought. They looked through your memories. There was nothing harmful, so to speak, that they found within them, and you were then allowed entrance. Immediately upon arriving, you guys were allowed to rest, obviously, as you had been traveling for quite a long time. But in the process of doing so, early in the morning on the following day, each of you are brought a summons to the Carstino Council. If you remember, it's the Council of 16 that is going to be asking you to meet. Do you all essentially go with your summoner, or does anybody do anything else?
I'll go with my summoner, but afterwards I'm gonna go by the forge and check in on Oliver, I believe.
And this is
Unless-
this like a. Go ahead.
Unless Rourke got a particular summons, being a guest, he's going to stick with Aoth, knowing that he was the one speaking with Reek the most.
You actually did receive your own summons as well.
Devlin's just heading in.
Okay.
He's got enough stuff going on.
As you all then convene, most of you, except for Rourke, have been in this room before. It is wide. There is nothing essentially in this room, but the center of it has kind of this rising domed stone center, with at the top is this very long U-shaped table where many of the seats are filled, but a few are missing. As you do know, some people among the council are doing things for the rebels amongst the Apidoran Empire. You recognize many of the faces, if not all of the faces at this point. As you come in, you are greeted not by Frederick, which you typically are, and you notice Frederick is not there, surprisingly, but you are greeted by Nikki. As you remember, Nikki, kind of 23-year-old, young 20s female. She works very specifically in many of the guilds. She works among the barbarian groups as many of the others, but she is wearing kind of a very formal kind of leathered shirt, dark brown in nature with pants on, and she greets you and she goes, Well, it's nice to see that you guys are back so soon. Were you successful?
More than usual, yeah.
Yeah, good. She glances down the row to Nadir say, which you have not had an opportunity to see, and he goes, well then, did you receive the sickle?
Receive is a term I would not use. Took by force, yes. But we did end up
Rin.
with it, which I think is the end goal, right?
As he says that, Rin kind of pulls out the sickle.
He kind of gestures for you to bring it forward.
They do so. No.
He takes the sickle and kind of sets it down in front of him, and he goes, good job, Temin. Very well done. We'll talk about next week's guild membership at another time, but on to more pressing matters. You, sir. Erokokran Rorik, I believe was your name, yes?
That's correct.
I was told by our mage Frederick, who investigated your memories as to the situations arising, that your home is in danger. Our member Reek, as he is prince of this region, which we did know, is going to help save his people, and you are here to help lead them up north. Is that all understood?
That is correct.
All right. It is not that we wish to keep anything from you. That is not our intention, but would you mind stepping outside as we discuss one matter with the group before bringing you back in?
Being a bit aloof and not understanding what's happening, but knowing his charge, he looks to Aoth for guidance.
I'll just nod my head and we'll call you shortly.
One of the guards kind of near the door comes up and doesn't like force you out of the room or anything, but just kind of like leads you back to the door, opens it up for you, and kind of waits outside with you.
Okay.
As soon as he leaves, you watch as Nikki kind of goes back to speaking. She's like, you guys are fucking killing me here. You guys are fucking killing me here. You guys realize that, right? You guys are fucking killing me here. Aoth, what are we doing here?
What are you talking about, Nikki?
We're trying to retake the Empire, the Apadoran Empire, from a ruthless king. We are trying to save our homeland here. And now you're gonna go all the way across the country to save somebody else's homeland? And you put us in a position where if we say no, we look like assholes, so then they won't ever help us if we ever need it in the future. So you fucked us.
That's exactly why we need to go help them. We need their help. We need their strength and numbers. We can't take on the Apodora Empire with the numbers that we have right now.
Do you realize how far away this is? How long it will take you to get there, and even with no detours, just to get there and back? Do you know how long it's going to be?
What? How long did it take you?
2 months is how long he was going, but it wasn't a direct line because he was searching the country.
Mm-hmm. But he was flying too. Well,
yeah, he was also flying.
Rourke, straight line.
He's not in. He's not here.
He's not in here.
There's the bird.
All right, never mind.
So probably about a month and a half as the crow flies.
And can you fly? Because last time I checked, you can't fly, and there's a big ass mountain between here and there that I don't see you flying over.
What do you suggest?
She kind of like a hand here kind of puts a hand on her shoulder to like calm her down, and she's like, I'm good. We really can't afford to send a bunch of people to help you here. We can really not afford to send you guys, as you guys are some of our highest members in each of our respective guilds.
Obviously.
We need this trip to have more purpose. Do you have anything else that you can accomplish on this other than just getting this one group of people?
I mean, on the way there, like you've made a clear point, there is a lot of land and a lot of other kingdoms and nations to interact with and stir up against the current regime.
You're gonna have to be smart about this. Not everybody cares. Other people are hostile. We do have some friends. We have some friends to the north. I'm not saying we don't. But I thought Frederick said something about you guys finding some information from the Empire. Something about buried places.
Well, before we talk about that, yes, that is a great
He didn't give me a lot of the
something
details.
that we are going to pursue. But before we talk about that, I mean, I've been asking you guys for insight on the strategies and the plans so that I can really assess what our assets are. And I'm going in blind. I feel like I'm solo, just trying to recruit and assemble. And you guys have been telling me that I have to earn your trust. What will earn that trust before we can have that conversation?
Nikki
So we can lay it all
gets
on the
up to
table.
start saying curse words flying to her mouth already, and again another just hand on his back. This time Rosa is the one who speaks. Another again young female, short, dyed black hair. She goes, "All right. I think what we're trying to say here is you've done some things that have been bad decisions, and it's not that we don't trust you, but with more information comes worse decisions. Having said that, we have fully agreed to tell you what we know. You are essentially going to be honorary members of the council when it comes to information. Because with your intention of going north, you're going to have to be, because you are going to be visiting allies, and we can't have you be ignorant when you're visiting allies. This is the time to talk. This is the time to get the information you want and to plan. But before you do that, go get your friend, because he is going to be just as prudent to this knowledge as you are. We just did not want him to hear us," kind of looks over at Nikki, "complain about the decisions made to help them. We want to seem very eager to do this."
Temin,
Can I
you
roll
go grab
perception to
Rourke?
see if I heard any of that?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it at disadvantage. These doors are thick, because it's obviously intended not to be heard through.
Okay.
I take that back. Straight roll. The DC is just high.
Okay.
Because there'd be no reason to put you at disadvantage. It's not like you're inhibited. It's just hard.
18.
18. You hear sound when she starts to yell, but you don't hear any words. But you hear that there is occasional yelling.
And
Then
then the
wah wah
pattering,
wah 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 wah
And
wah
then the-
shit wah wah wah.
and then the pattering of small feet towards the door.
Hitter powder.
Open up the door. You guys come back inside. Kind of, again, deep breaths by everyone. Nikki still seems a little flushed, but everybody else seems to be kind of relaxing a little bit as the time goes.
Welcome back, Rourke. I want to thank the council for wholeheartedly endorsing our mission to help your people.
Make a deception check. And Rourke, make or an insight check, please.
16.
18.
You can see the good-natured attempt at really saving face for his council, but you can tell that while he may be very eager to do this, not everybody was in support of this.
A lot of frowns.
As
As he
go ahead.
as he comes back in and AF says that, just looking side-eyed at him, side-eyed at the council, and giving a nod in the direction of AF.
As they continue, Rosa says, "So it seems like you have mostly questions of strategy, lore, allies, etc., yes?"
Yes, I want to know what we have to work with so that we can focus on. And in the spirit of transparency, what we have is a list of scrolls that we stole from a messenger, and it enumerates the location of several high value treasures. Some
Are you
of
talking-
them don't have a location, but the majority do have a location and what the item is.
Are you talking about the scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Bliss would be like, several. He's like, keeps counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not several. So in your head, it's like, it's about like a dozen.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'll tell you.
He
to
speaks
you.
telepathically.
Oh, okay. Well, it's about a dozen in total of these treasures, but we don't have the location for all of them.
My eyes stop twitching.
You watch as Rosa then goes, "This is good information to have. As I was about to say, unfortunately, our time needs to be spread out among many different tasks. So may we leave you with one of our council members who is head of the Lore Guild. He will help you with any information you might need on research, any strategies we have, any questions he should be able to answer. This is Balir. He does not often speak up, but she gestures to a white, kind of shaggy-haired man that you haven't really seen before, with like a very large, kind of well-kept but yet thick white beard. He has piercing golden eyes, not normal for any type of human. You can't see any horns, but the overall appearance of this man reminds you of other tieflings that you have seen before. His attire is that of a golden vest with a gray kind of undershirted, like collar neck shirt, wearing just simple leather pants. He goes, "Hello, well met. I am Balir."
Nice to meet you, and thank you for helping us with this.
Yes. Do you wish to continue to speak here, or would you like to go to somewhere a bit more cozy?
Where can we sit around a map and lay out a plan and talk about our possible destinations?
Either locations. I have what I have for maps, and I have all of the information you need at my disposal. Just where? Figured we would be here for a bit. This is quite large, drafty area you are standing. I'm just trying to be polite.
Let's do it here.
Very well. And he kind of like pulls open a satchel, then he kind of sets up onto the table, and he goes, "Perhaps take the seats up here with us, yes, so that you may be seated. Where would you like to begin?"
I'll look over to Temin. What do you think of a good place to start on our way heading up north with the squirrels?
Up north, I say
I need a map.
I wanted a city, so
Yeah, I'm looking for a map too.
I say Ingot Door on our way up. Regardless, I need notes on what we have. Sorry.
Ingetdur is a wonderful place for you to go, as they are probably our closest allies in trade. As member of the dwarven clans, they are known among the best of the smiths in the world, probably even better than you, sir, he says, nodding to Aoth. And he goes, "They will not grant you access to the city itself, but there is a wonderful market district outside where you will be able to purchase supplies, weapons. You said you had come into quite a bit of gold. If you're looking to purchase things, that is where I would recommend it."
Yeah, definitely looking to boost our supplies. Let's see. We were in one of these already, right? This was the Devourer guy.
Yeah.
Right? Deep Gardens, yeah. Devourer,
Mhm.
God of Nature, Wrath, Dung.
So wait, you found one of these, are they dungeons? Temples? What would you call them?
There's a combination of both. There's
Yeah.
some of them are dungeons and some are temples.
Yeah, this one was kind of like a mixture, like a dungeony temple. I don't know. There was catacombs and altars and.
And did you find the thing spoken of?
Oh God, no! No, we were dumb as hell.
And you were unintentionally somewhere. It's not like you would have known.
Right? Yeah, no, that plays out in our favor. So we were in one of these, the Skull Labyrinth, I think they called it. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
He goes, "Can you mark it here on the map?" And he has like a world map that shows kind of the deep gardens and the two rivers that kind of come down. Unless you're attempting to hide the location.
Can we get a copy of that map?
Yes, though you should save it because I've sent it to you guys a few times now, and it's really deep in my archives.
Okay.
I think is it just for the Empire?
No, for the whole world. You guys don't know this, but now you have a map that basically shows you this much.
I
sitting
only
in
have
front
the
of you.
one.
If you could drop it in
Okay.
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
just
we
do
go.
He sent it in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, so we were in the Deep Gardens, Reaper Fort. We went down the river, eventually to Westray, but along the way, it's probably somewhere here on. I don't know. Do I have to roll? I'm not trying to hide it.
If you're not trying to deceive him, you are able to mark it accurately enough.
Yeah, it's right around this area. Look for a decapitated dwarf body.
He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't plan to go there. I just like gathering information. It's part of the scholar in me."
Oh, good. Yeah, so we were there and we did some digging, although apparently not enough. But
Before.
yeah, I guess we could start there because we know where it is and we got a friend in the area.
Oh, a friend? Is it an ally or someone among Carstino?
Definitely an ally.
Someone we ran into that was willing to help us.
Definitely not of Carstino, but yeah, I think we can consider him an ally.
Okay, well, just be careful not to reveal any information that you shouldn't to anyone who is not part of our numbers.
No, he's helped us out enough to.
Yes, so just be careful.
Yeah. I gotcha.
He goes, all right, so if you said that you wish to travel there first, that is quite the opposite direction of where you are leading them to the Isles, yes, Mr. Rourke?
I would not call that the optimal path.
What are our options for a ship to travel east and sail north and then come back down?
The cursed heights are infested with orcs and goblins. It would be a kind of a death travel to try to get through it. I'm not saying you can't, but even if you did, finding a boat or anything on the other side, it would be, you would have to interact with them. If you went north, the grim wastes are just as dangerous, if not more dangerous.
Well, there are tunnels we could travel.
He kind of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, okay. I guess that is true."
Let's get tunnels.
Yes, of course we have tunnels. How do you think we survive out there? We could travel pretty quickly underground, too.
But other than that, your options would be to either head south to find a ship, or to go through the dwarven lands.
Also, my people just might eat you. That could be a problem. Anyway,
Again, more than happy
let me
to...
see that map.
He hands it over. Goes, more than happy to, help add advice, but really at the end of the day, this is an unprecedented journey. Going to have to trust your instincts.
I guess while you guys are talking about that, I'm going to take out a couple of the scrolls. And then I'm going to basically look over the scroll number 11, which is the Mountains of Blard. Dwarven, Guard Arwen, Life and Death, Chambers of Betrayed Panther. Do you know where this Mountain of Blard is?
You see the large brown section, that humongous, that's one just humongous mountain
Yeah, you
range.
made it. Matt.
I can hear you.
I never do this, but my kids are quite loud. That large brown section of the middle of the map, that is the entire mountain range of Vlad. It is a humongous central mountain range that just spans almost the entire continent.
Then what is this Chambers of Betrayed Panther?
He goes, wait a minute, and he grabs a couple of different books and he goes, Ingetur, that you said you were traveling north, correct?
Yeah, that's the plan.
There's these dwarven poems here that talk about the chambers of the panther and the chambers of the panther and living and dying. I don't read perfect dwarven, but I think you might be able to find more information about it there.
Then it's the perfect place we need to go to. Chamber. Trade. Enter.
All right, so we get a twofer. We get shopping. We get.
What allies do we
Oh,
have heading up north?
Oh, the dwarves. The dwarves are economic allies in the sense that they will trade with us while the kingdom won't. Dwarves in general don't really, how do I say this frankly? They don't really give a fuck about any other race. So while they will trade with you, they do not care to fight or will not fight. Maybe an individual here or there, but to get the entire 20 dwarven clans to agree on anything is nigh impossible. Far to the north, the elves of Rydell have also said they will give assistance when the time comes, but they are quite far, and we don't get many messages to and from them. But they should be... groups of them should be peaceful to our cause.
The Elves of Rydell.
There are other peoples, humans in the Feather Plains, the gnomes of Mustia, gnomes in Kern, but all of them are kind of their own, and we haven't really had the opportunity to seek out them for help, so I can give you no positives or negatives with that. No one has been to the Deep Gardens to seek the help of any of those people.
Wait, what do you mean those people?
There's many different races in the Deep Gardens.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're halfling. You're probably from the Deep Gardens. I understand. You
Totally.
jokesters.
Don't talk about people.
Is Ingetdur, is that a place? Do they have good stables where we could get some mounts to travel with? Or do we have that here?
We have some mounts, but the trip north is only really a day's journey, and then you begin going through the hills and the mountains, and mounts are not really as able to go through those easily. And once you get to Ingetdur, it's almost entirely subterranean from there. Again, depending on the direction you go. If you go to the Grim Wastes, I have strictly no idea.
He's gonna look at what is it, Belair? It's like, have you heard of the Undying Court? As he looks through one of the scrolls.
He goes, yes, the Undying Court is supposedly the elven gods. The people of Rydell, I mean, they're considered to be one of the pantheon of gods, which, if you go to Ingetdur, they have a great exhibit on the pantheon of gods. But they are elves. They are not gods, but yet have the power of... It's kind of complicated.
Okay.
That's what I know of them. They're supposedly a group of extremely powerful, immortal elves.
Well, I guess we'll find out more as we get closer to Rydell.
Will they let us travel through their land?
Again, groups. Not all elves unite under one rule, but for the most part, they are not pro King Apodora. They do not appreciate his treatment of living things. His use of undead is quite...
It's disgusting.
Good word.
Yes. There are a lot of undead in the Grim Wastes. We stay away from them.
Do they have all the gold from when they were alive?
I'm sorry, who are you referring to?
The undead. I'm just wondering if the juice is worth the squeeze.
Are you making a funny again?
No, I'm actually, again, no pun intended, I am dead serious about if there's some magic stone, but it's surrounded by a bunch of undead stuff who have all their gold and jewels and stuff from when they were alive. Again, twofer. Like,
what stone?
I thought we were going after those magic temple
Oh
things.
yes, but the Undying Court that's not one of the dungeons, is it?
Is it?
He rolls out
It is.
scroll one. It's like, The Undying Court, Elven Ancestry, Sorrow Chambers, God of all elves. Keeping track of history of time, disturbed, crazy, ...
Well, it definitely seems like it has something to do with the Elven lands.
Could be linked to Rydell. He's gonna put a little note down, like scribble. Rydell, question mark?
Is it writing on my map?
No, I'm writing on the scroll. My scroll!
I thought this is our map.
I mean,
Oh, do we get a copy?
Ah, yes.
it's quite difficult to copy them. Very well, yes, you may have this one.
Nice. Roll it
Please
up.
bring it back. Please.
Of course.
I'm never going to bring it back.
What are we?
I'm gonna
What are
have
we,
to make
thieves?
a completely new one. He pulls out a notebook and starts taking down the notes that he had you add so that he can go back and add it to other maps later. And he's like, it's here, about 2 inches here from the left of the river. All right, very well. Do any of the rest of you have any questions or anything else I can do for you all?
I think this will get us started on our way.
Very
Well,
Uh,
I mean, the sickle I was kind of using as a weapon. Is there anything you guys can provide?
If you're looking for a weapon, Ingrid is where you want to go. Assuming you have the cash flow, they are the best weaponsmiths in the world.
Well, I mean, do we get any cash to buy me a new weapon then?
Of course not. You went on to mission to get this sickle, you returned it, and now you're able to go about your business.
So no reward for the quest? What kind of
What
crap
is
is this, Devin?
Guild dues.
The reward for the quest is another quest, and may I remind you that quest in itself was extremely beneficial. So
Also true.
we
The
will
jury is
happily.
Hey, can I, I'm gonna turn to Roke, is it? Rauk?
Rourke.
Rourke?
I just imagine this
Yeah.
happens every time in action in game 2.
Hey, Reek Rourke.
What? Damn it.
Hey, have you heard of Kol Koran?
What should I roll to know if I had heard of it?
Roll a religion check.
3.
You have not. You are not religious.
No, I've heard nothing of this.
Okay. Well, he's useless. I'm gonna mark it down as unknown.
DBD.
Yep. All right. I guess the final thing I'll do is like, are we still in the council right now? Surrounded by them, or?
Not by the people, just by the one person. But you guys are still in the room.
Okay.
Everybody else
Okay.
went off to do their own tasks.
Sounds good.
And he goes, and if there's nothing more, you can always find me at the Infamous Saint. I'll be there for the rest of the day since I know you need to be leaving soon. If you have any other questions, just come back to see me, alright?
Grab everything
Sounds
and
good. Thank you for
walk
that.
out.
Alright. Well, what would any of you like to do, or do
Well,
we want to begin
I'm
traveling?
going to head back to the forge.
Alright, so it
And
looks like
I'm definitely
Forge...
voting to travel tomorrow. What time of day is it?
It's still fairly early.
Okay. Then forging it is for me.
I'm just gonna- Go ahead.
I'm gonna head to the Healers Guild.
I think like before everyone leaves, I'm just gonna ask, like, so are we going to contact the wizardling?
I don't know if we have an update for him yet, do we?
The wizardling. You mean Rin? Folk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he magic us to the Wandering Isles?
I could ask.
Can't wizards teleport people?
Pretty sure
I
I
can
can.
always ask.
Does his little sharp claws magic?
And with that, I will cast Sending and go ahead and hit up Mr. Rizzard Winwald.
Okay, we'll get to everybody's tasks in time. I'm just writing everybody down. So, I have Aoth, Tem, and Rin.
My
Definitely-
task will.
Oh, let's...
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I keep cutting you off, but yeah, I think if my downtime thing is I'm probably gonna look for like wilderness to see if I can ask him about like if you had any news on like the location of the astral birthing stone.
Hmm. Okay. And Devlin?
I think right now Devlin still doesn't really have a whole lot of direction, so he's just gonna kind of just be wandering around. Would there be any place locally for him to pick up like healing potion or anything like that, or is that gonna be strictly once we go shopping?
You would have been around here long enough to know that everything here sucks. Like, if you really want something good, like, Ingot Dur is going to be the place to go.
Okay. So then I think he would just kind of just look for a place to relax and kind of, I think he would kind of just try to, sit out in public and maybe off to the side and just try to do his shape shifting, try to kind of more practice his mimicking and things like that, so that should it come up, it's more of a given than maybe a crap pool.
Cool. We'll get to that as well.
Corn dog. You're eating a corn dog, right? Basically.
Pulls a corn dog out of his tunic. And
all right. So let's do this in this order. Let's start with Rin, as sending is almost instantaneous. So you got 25 words. You know how this works. What would you like to say?
Yeah, well, I was planning on still kind of doing this real quick, like with everybody here, because
That's what I'm saying. So that's why we're starting with
yeah. Okay. Then I'd be following Tim into the Healers Guild, but Rin would, because he asked him for help previously. That was the last time that we talked to him, or that I attempted to talk to him and I didn't hear back. So Rin would hit him up and say, "We escaped with our lives, headed to the Isles. Any chance of a teleport?"
Few seconds goes by and he goes, "Escaped from your lives? From where? Haven't heard from you in a while. Can't teleport anywhere, especially if you're not here? Question mark?
How far is he? He's not that far, is he? Let me see.
He's
while to
not,
get here.
but I then
So
I would
based on his
respond
message, you are
with-
understanding that he didn't get your last message when you guys were in the room.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's what I'm gathering. I turned to the party and I'm like, well, apparently he didn't get my last message, but he said he can't teleport us if we're not there. Don't know if that means he can, but if he's not far, we can go see.
What? You brought up?
The narrator comes in at this point and says, due to the bad connection, he says that if you come there, maybe. That was the gist of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically. Sorry, I turned off my camera so that my connection is better.
Everybody on the internet appreciates
But yeah, but yeah, basically, he can't teleport us from here. However, he said that he might be able to. He's not far if you guys want to head down there. I mean, I think it's on our way there, anyways. I could head him up and let him know we're coming.
Should we
This point, Rourke says, if you have somebody who could teleport us, you're communicating now, is there a way that you can know that he could do it before we waste time going out of our way?
Looks down at his watch as if to look at his spell slots. Many times I can communicate with him, though.
No more? What do you think? How many more times?
Basically, I can do it a couple more times, but that's it.
Ah, okay.
Until you rest tonight?
Yeah.
I say it's probably worth a shot.
We need more details.
All right, I'll ask, and I pop back up with another sending spell.
Where
To
can
him.
he teleport us to? That's the question.
Is Blitz asking that like as I'm casting this, or do I have a chance to respond beforehand?
No, you can respond beforehand.
Okay, Blitz, I'm pretty sure teleport works anywhere. So if he could teleport us, he could teleport us anywhere that he knows. but I'll ask to make sure. And then he will cast sending again and be like, last message didn't get out. Barely escaped. If we come, can you teleport to Isles?
Isles.
Glad you escaped. Not entirely sure where Isles is. Unless you're referring to the floating Isles. In which case, almost assuredly I would not be able to do it. If you're instead asking for the Isle of Brightshore, perhaps.
He can't teleport us to the floating Isles, but he could send us to the Isle of Brightshore if we need. Is that where we're trying to go?
I don't even know
No.
where that is.
That is complete
That's
opposite.
southwest. Yes.
Yeah, we want to go northeast. That's southwest. Can he get, well, if it's like a range thing, maybe he can get us close to the Isles, like, and shave like.
From what I'm understanding, is he can teleport us, so he'd at least be able to get us close. He's not far. I say we go to Ingatur and then go see him.
And then we can
Alright.
see that, we can crawl that dungeon that we left.
Yep.
We could.
That's right by his place.
Yeah, we can see what's in there. That'll be interesting.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Let's...
Alright.
I do one last sending, and I will say we are on our way to meet you for potential teleportation. Anything you need in Ingot Door on the way?
Says, what does he say to that?
Bring me drugs.
Do you know how long it will take you to be here? Just to make sure I'm here. Also, Ingot Dur, the mythical smithing dwarven city? I would love anything from there.
Anything in particular?
Like
Are you
a
casting
magnet.
you casting another spell?
No, I'm responding to him. He's got to send me one.
No, he's just responded to all of yours.
Give him a magnet.
Alright, I asked anything in particular, though, so I'm hoping he would be
He didn't.
specific.
He wasn't.
All right.
He said, "Get me a souvenir, yo."
Alright,
Snow globe.
Stupid T-shirt.
Snow Globe it is.
I went to Ingatur and all I got with this t-shirt.
Stupid t-shirt.
I was just thinking that.
All right. We are then going to split you all up. Aoth, you are headed to the forge.
All right. I'm gonna check with my little apprentice, see how he's fared off in reconstituting metals and like all the ore that was wasted in failed attempts.
All right. Do you remember who? So you come back. You see him hard at work. He turns around and goes, "Oh, Miss Aoth, sir. Hello."
Oliver, hello. How have you been doing?
I've been keeping
As I
busy.
look around to see if there's anything new that he's finished, any finished projects.
He goes, "I mean, you haven't been gone that long. But I have worked on a couple of things." And he shows you that he has 9 more units of usable ore that he has been able to reforge down from other scrapped projects. Goes, "I've really been focusing on my smelting techniques and making sure that I can get these perfect ingot blocks here. Because I know you need them on your journey, and you're just much better than I am. But I'm gonna start working on projects, I swear."
Good work. Yeah, well, let's before I leave again tomorrow, but before I leave, we'll sketch out some plans that you can work and refine at your leisure.
Oh yeah.
Did Rin come along with me?
No, he went to the Healers Guild.
Rourke did come along with you.
Can you cat's guidance? No. Right. Okay. Let's give it a try. So, Oliver, I'd like to try and put together a full plate. Do you want to collaborate with me on this?
Oh yeah, anything you need, I'm at your disposal, sir.
Great. Let's sit around and see what we can come up with.
All right, we're working on the plans first.
Yes.
Right. I assume you have that.
Yep.
Up.
18.
Okay. So with his help, you can do so at advantage, and you can either have him do it or you do it. But if he does it, I roll the dice, so you can almost assure that it's going to be crap.
All right. So
and if he does it, it'll still be at advantage, though. So whichever way you go with it, it'll still be at advantage.
Earth Shield, 79. Okay. No, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay. So it'll be an intelligence check at advantage.
18. Oh shit!
On the
That's
dot.
exactly what I need.
On the dot.
Yeah.
You have a functional set of plans for full plate armor.
All right. Thanks for that level 6. Had to get more intelligence. All right. Sweet.
He goes, I think these might work, boss. Like at this point, it's like pretty late into the evening, or maybe not like into the evening, but you guys worked through the afternoon making these plans, so you would still have time to make it if you want. But just know that like you guys are kind of like sweating over these freaking papers all laid out, and you guys are sitting there, and he goes, I think this could work, boss.
Great. I think I like this final design. Let's go with that and see what we can come up with. Bring me that ore over there.
Yeah. He grabs it. So, how many and what ore are you using?
I'm using 10 units of ore. Oh, fuck me.
Well, he handed you 6. How many do you have yourself?
No, I made a mistake out of game.
Shit happens. You made a mistake in game.
Well, okay. So I said a full plate. I meant a half plate, which has a DC of 18.
Oh.
The full plate has a DC of 20.
Oh, that's fine. I know what you meant. It's what you've been trying to do with the DC of 18, so that's fine. You have half plate plans. That is completely okay. I'm not holding you to that, but I was like, damn, getting a little lofty with those goals, but that makes sense.
Oh,
that you were.
Well, that's only because I didn't see it down there.
Full plate's
for it. I'll go for it.
Well,
when
you would have failed though, so it's a good thing you didn't.
I would have, but I already had plans for a half plate completed. Let's do this.
I forgot about that.
Athletics.
With advantage still.
I'm 11.
You guys work hard into the afternoon. I'll give you the choice out of game. This can be your fault, or it can be his fault. Which would you like it to be?
You gotta roll for that. Evens or odds, highs or lows.
I think I'll do that. No, because really I was taking the reins there, so this one's on me.
So you're working through. You're trying to basically get all this metal perfectly thin, flat, so it's light, it's easy to be used. After about 4 or 5 hours, and all 5 of the units of ore they're not mangled, but they're just it's not right. He goes, yeah, boss, it's my fault. I didn't do a good enough job smelting the ore. If I would have done a better job with that, this would have been easier. This is on me, boss.
We work with what we can. I don't think it was on you. I was overzealous and probably a little distracted with what happened over the last couple of days. But keep up the good work.
Yeah, I know you've been out and about. What happened?
We barely escaped with our lives, but
oh yeah,
good thing we had these this armor. Like, I think.
He goes, well, I mean, that's why we
Hopefully-
work, right? We're trying to get more
Hopefully
armor.
next time we won't get it so close. But if you want to work on this half plate while I'm gone,
So you'll leave
here's
the
the
plans,
plan.
those plans with him since you have your own anyways.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know, boss, if you can't do it, I mean, me? Really? Maybe
You'll
if I
practice.
work on it in sections, maybe if I like take a little bit every day. So I just
There
keep
you
that
go.
focus.
I've got confidence in you. You can keep practicing. I'll be gone for a while.
How long are you gonna be gone for?
Probably a few months this time.
Shit. Well, good luck, boss. I'll have this done by the time you get back. I promise.
I believe it.
He-
Forge is
he-
in good hands.
And he goes,
When we head out.
you want to tell me? And you're gone. He's just like,
Well,
Oh,
dude
shit.
is no. He was gonna say something else.
He goes,
so-
do you want to have a drink and tell me about what happened? And he kind of pulls a bottle from like, behind like a wooden slab of the forge and a couple of glasses. 3 glasses, because Rourke's there. He goes, you haven't really said much. Drink?
I'm not in drinking spirits right now. That's what got me in trouble last time. But thank you for the offer.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I'll pat him on the back and head out.
Yeah, he's probably would want to hang with me. It's fine. Okay. He kind of goes back to work. All right. Next up, we're gonna cut to the Healers Guild. So Temin and Rin kind of walking over together, headed towards the Healers Guild.
Walk, 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 walk.
Hello.
Chugga chugga chugga.
You guys remember how to get there?
Yup. I don't know. Do I need to roll for it?
I mean, do you remember the name of the place? If you remember the name of
No.
the place, then I'll say you remember how to get there.
It's in my other notes. I had to clean up for a test and it got
Mhm.
lost. Pristine wound. Bam!
You remember how to get there. All right. What are you all doing?
Ren, you go first. I'll go first. I'm just gonna try and trade that ring. I'm gonna walk up, slap the ring on the counter and say, this is great, but I want something better. Do you have something that the Healers Guild can trade for? So this heals whoever wears it. I want something that heals other people. You get me?
You look now at who you kind of slammed the ring in front of, and it is none other than Rosa, who you had just been talking to on the council a few hours previously. She looks
Perfect.
and goes, does she have Identify?
Does she have a pearl?
She doesn't have Identify.
Too bad.
If she doesn't have it, I will ask her for a pearl
It's all right.
and cast it for her.
Don't have
Well,
a
you-
pearl, but I appreciate it. No, I'll trust you. So you said it heals yourself. Do you know kind of into what degrees of healing it is? Kind of minor, medium, major healing?
It's kind of minor. It's more over time. So for those hypochondriacs you get, I guess it would work best. Let me see what it does
She goes,
specifically.
this is not really the place for trading and such. The Healers Guild just focuses on healing, but this would be very helpful for the Healers Guild. Especially for keeping our healers alive in the midst of battle and such.
Do you have anything for me to help other people
Yes,
stay alive?
No, I understand your question. Again, on behalf of the Healers Guild, no. Behalf on Pristine Wound, no. But I myself am more than happy to deal with you, and then I will just donate the ring to the Healers Guild for use. I'm
that'd
trying
be
to see what it is that I could offer you. I'm quite good with potions, but I don't know if potions is really going to be in what you feel is enough.
Make me an offer.
Give me one moment. And she kind of steps back and she begins to kind of look among her notes and such, and she goes, all right, so really there's a few things that I can do. The problem is I can only do so much by tomorrow. I don't have anything on hand, but I'm more than happy to make you anything you want. So I can make 2 potions. You can have it be healing, which is what you asked for, which obviously is helpful, but it's only single use. Swiftness, making one faster. Resiliency, making one have higher armor and harder to hit in battle. Boldness, giving essentially one a better chance of concentrating and a better chance of saving from disasters.
Tell you what, you can stop there. I'll take one of the swift and one of the hardiness, the harder to hit.
The resilience and the swiftness.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to hear the last two?
I'm pretty sure, but just so I don't kick myself later. What are the last two?
Flight and transformation via alter self, similar like spells.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I figured you would be, but it seemed silly not to just go through all the options.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you do not mind me taking the ring, I will have those for you tomorrow. Or you can bring the ring tomorrow. Really, I mean, either way.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use the ring tonight. So here you go.
Some people get
do you have any
possessive.
Right, no worries. Do you have any more of those potions you want to try out? Those potential duds?
No, I've gotten those down. Those are actually the ones that we're now working with here.
Oh, gotcha.
I made a breakthrough. They're gonna be quite fine. But I can also do one other thing here. Perhaps, if it might be helpful to you, I can also create 2 of what I call restorative reagents. Very similar to potion. You also heal, just like a healing potion. But you also can use it to cast similar spells like Lesser Restoration, if you would like that, to replace either of the other ones. Or, actually, you know what? Never mind. I can gift you all 4 if you would like it. I'll get some of my other people to work on it as well.
I would love all 4.
I feel like that would be helpful. And you guys are leaving tomorrow, yes? Because speed is of the urgency since you'll be gone for so long?
That would be ideal, correct.
Yes, it would be ideal since we are going to be losing you for quite a long time. By the way, I don't know if you plan on going to your other guild, but do you plan on paying your dues in advance? So that, since you know you're going to be gone for a while, and I heard you came into quite a bit of gold.
Yeah, what's the due? Although this is kind of, I don't know.
Let's see here. Rogues. She pulls open a book and she goes, do you remember what level of rogue you are? Oh, excuse me, not rogue. What am I looking for here? Thieves, there we go. Do you remember what level of thief you are?
Yeah, I'm a 2.
They're colored. Platinum, gold, silver, copper?
I'm gonna go second from highest.
So gold?
Gold, yeah.
So it would be 10 gold per week. So you plan to be gone 2 months. That would be 8 weeks, about 80 gold.
I mean, I guess. But I have a fundamental dispute with that.
You need not take it up with me. You can talk to him if you wish. But that was just off the mind thought. Do what you will.
That makes sense. Okay. All right. Here you go. Here's the ring.
And you, sir, Rin. You here for any reason? What's the ring called?
Oh, of course. Just wanted to.
Go ahead.
Rin, of course. Also, I heard you say something about you fixed those potions. Any chance you could fix this one real quick? And I toss her the one that I have that's the fucked up one.
Sorry, that's not how potions work. Once a potion's made, it's kind of made.
Also, you don't know that it's
one out for
up.
me? I thought you told us that it was.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You have a bona fide A triple plus rated.
You don't even
double
know
your
her.
money back. Yeah, no.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Anything else?
No, so disregard that. But no, just wanted to kind of check it. Make sure I'm good to go. We're leaving here soon, and being a platinum member, I wanted to see if you need anything from me before we go.
You know how to make potions.
Nope. Can't say that I
Fortunately,
do.
we are going to be busy doing that this evening, but I heard you were able to keep people alive in a tight spot, so seems like you are doing an excellent job.
Yep, did my duties.
All right, well, have a good evening then. And the story is then going to cut to Blitzkrieg.
Oh, hi.
Make a investigation or persuasion check if you would rather ask somebody where they are. So investigation is you're going to look for them yourself. Persuasion is you're going to convince somebody to tell you where he is.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I want to investigate and find him myself. I'll sniff him out. God damn it, I bought this new... Okay, 15.
15. You search for quite a while. You go among the guilds. You begin to kind of walk through the housing districts of Carstino. And you kind of get into where you see like the tunnels and mines that begin to go back up into the Cursed Heights. A lot of which some are blocked off. Some are rarely used, but it's kind of a desolate area out here. And you find him kind of at the end of a conversation with another similar looking elf, just taller, older, slightly more regal. The older elf turns and goes back into the tunnel as Wonus begins to walk out back towards the city of Carstino. Sees you and goes, "It isn't the one that I have so much in common with."
We have nothing in common.
We have the same goal. Though you shouldn't.
That is true. And that's what I'm here for.
No, for me?
Yes. Do you have any news of the astral birthing stone?
And if I did, why would I share it with you if this is the stone that I wish to return to my people and you wish to return to your people? Seems like we would be in conflict.
Perhaps we can make a compromise.
I'm listening.
I do want to dissect it, perhaps. I want to understand, what is this birthing stone? What makes it important to my people?
You kind of watched a little bit of a flinch when you said dissecting it, but it was slight. And he goes,
You did say it was dormant.
yeah, I do not believe you would have blade powerful enough to cut through it. It is quite a hard stone. Though it seems hollow and pulsing, it is harder than diamond. So I worry not about that.
I might be able to find a way. There's always a simple way of cracking a diamond. Just hit it in the right spot. I don't know if that's true or not. In his head it is.
He just kind of looks you over and goes, "No matter. I have no new information, just more of the same. I know that King Apodora himself has possession of this stone, and I know that it's most likely staying with him."
King Apodora has this stone?
That is why we are working so hard with the allies here to retake that, and in the process, gaining what is rightfully ours. This is now a long game.
Have you guys been scouting the Apodora Empire? Have you seen any difference in the landscape, perhaps?
Would this not be a better question asked to the council? I am just one man.
You know more than the entire council in regards to the astral birthing stone. Who is your friend?
You kind of make an insight check.
Okay. 13?
You don't notice anything peculiar, he says.
Yeah, he
Just
still
one
has
of my
that
people.
smug elven's face that never changes.
Just goes, "One of my people."
Yeah, of course. All right then. At least now I know where this stone is. I have a direction.
I would look in the capital.
The capital of the Apatore Empire.
Most dangerous place in the country.
Shit.
You don't die getting there.
Hopefully.
He goes.
Hopefully, yeah.
He goes. But then, seeing your track record with Westray, you should have nothing to worry about. He begins to kind of laugh and like walk by.
What is Westray again? Was that like the place that we kicked the guards down into the?
And then went back and got your ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything I could punch her?
Yeah, walls. Him.
All right, I'll just punch the wall.
You hit it. It's a wall. It
Okay.
hurts. It's still a wall.
A little bit. Okay. Well, that's my temper tantrum. I'm good. I walk away, and at least I know what's going on here. Thank you.
Devlin,
Yes.
would you mind making an Arcana check for me?
I can and I will. That would be a 21.
21. You find yourself in kind of a busy thoroughfare of this area. And while there are not many rebels, you know that there are sections and pockets where most people hang out. The city itself is far too big for the number of people that are here, but seeing the people is nice. It's a very sunny day today. You begin to kind of look at different faces and begin to practice your magic, and the magic, it just feels to be becoming easier to you today. It's just really simple, and you begin to do it a little faster. Small human boy and girl walk by and they go, oh, look at him, he's changing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm changing it real easy. With no problems either. I'm real good at this.
That's so cool. Can you do
I
me?
know.
Can you do me?
And I will look at the child and I will concentrate and I will change my face and see. I think I can get like how much of a size difference is there?
Probably like 3 feet. He's like 8, maybe 6. Like,
I remember how much of a size difference I can do.
normally
Let's
alter
see
self is
here.
a foot, but
Let's see here. Shape. You can see. You can change your appearance. Change your size between medium and small. So
it's even better. So you can go that small.
I'd be like, all right. How about this? Close your eyes. And
He puts his hands
I'll
over his
just-
face.
I'll think I'll kind of do my like the hand motions, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna say the magic words, but I don't want you to know what they are because I don't want you doing this on your own. And okay, open your eyes.
Make a performance check.
It is an 18.
He opens his eyes and he goes, "Oh my gosh, that's me. You're my height and everything." He looks at his sister. His sister goes, "That's weird. That's really weird. That's really weird." He goes, and he's like, he's still excited. He looks back at you and goes, "Damn, am I really that short?"
And it's standing there, and I'm eye to eye with him, but baggy clothes. Everything is baggy because the clothes don't go with me. Apparently, I don't have the Hulk's pants to do this whole deal. So, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is true. Just and then I just change back in front of him back to my normal self.
Oh, that's so cool, man. You must be a really powerful wizard.
That is definitely what I am. That is, you should tell everybody you know. Devlin Pickman, really powerful wizard.
Devlin Pickle? Really powerful wizard.
Yeah, you know what? That's close enough. That way, in the back of his mind, he's going, that way, if it goes horribly wrong, it was definitely Devlin Pickle that went wrong.
Goes, he begins to skip down the street. Is like, Wizard Pickle. Wizard Pickle. He's the best. It's Wizard Pickle.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And then other kids join in. Wizard Pickle. Wizard Pickle.
We'll watch the kid grow up to be a famous bard, and Wizard Pickle's known throughout the lands.
You never know.
Pickle.
But with
G
that,
minor.
I will reconvene our story as all of you come back together wherever you guys are staying for the evening. Is there any last minute conversations or plans this evening that you wish to have with each other before we move on to the morn?
Chris Hansen appears. Have a seat over here,
What?
Wizard Pickle.
Oh, man.
Little kids.
I feel like Wizard Pickle would be very problematic. I don't know why.
That's why I said Chris Hansen appears.
Fantasy Chris Hansen.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. Nothing. I don't think. I would hang out with Morty for a little bit.
Morty's outside of the city. Remember,
I know
the
he would go
stables-
outside of the city. Yeah. He would go
Okay, yeah, you
visit
could have
Morty.
gone and spent time, but you can't like stay out there. So
No.
all right, but no conversations for the evening then.
Rourke, tell us about your journey down here.
Being soft-spoken, staying inside his own mind as a scout, it was not pleasant to try to find you. There's no direct line. It's a place I'm not familiar with. Didn't find much hospitality amongst almost anybody here. I'm eager to get home.
Well, remembering how I tried to be cavalier with Reek and call him bird person and he didn't like it, I noticed the same body language and discomfort in Rourke. So I'm not going to push it any further. And I was say, well, we're glad you made it down here. And kind of slide a beer over his way.
As I pick it up to take a drink, I go over to him and say, can't help but notice that outside this party, you don't seem nearly as enthused as you to provide help. Wondering if possibly Reek made a bad judgment call.
Everybody has their own priorities. Timelines are important. The floating isles, as you know from your journey, are not close. So everybody's been talking about how it could take a couple months to get there. But really, between you and I, nobody has really discussed that it's going to take a few months to come back as well. So we'll be gone for quite some time.
Respect your position. Really do. And I respect that you're being your word to my word, but wonder, does your cause cease to exist the 4 to 6 months that you may be gone? Because the people may cease to exist. I wonder if that's in their calculations. To clock on what we're doing, I appreciate that you are bringing your friends and pressing for help, but I wonder if people here have the same sense of urgency if everybody they knew may die and their lifestyle may change.
Are you talking about your people?
Of course.
Yeah. That's why we are headed up there to, as quickly as possible, give aid, but we're already 2 months behind.
And that's why you have my thanks
when you
as I
left.
start to drink.
Then cheers to you. Drink up. For tomorrow we fly.
Speaking of flying, Reek used to pick me up and take me all over the place. If I buy your drinks, would you offer me? I don't want to be offensive, but from time to time, I may ask for a lift.
Look down at Evan, almost agitated that he's speaking to me.
I slide
Look
down
over
my
to
drink.
Aoth and say, and then I look back over to Temin and say, I will do what's necessary for us to return as swiftly as possible.
Perfect, because I have really short legs, and I will slow us down.
They not have a place you could buy a mount. Did you not just say you came into a fortune?
The mounts won't do us any good after the first couple days
Yeah.
because of the territory.
I mean, unless I can find like a magical one that I can dismiss and reconjure, I guess. I don't know.
Suppose I don't know of these problems.
Our best bet is to go to Deep Garden and see if we can teleport, even if not all the way to the floating isles, but a good portion of the way to cut down the time. But
Yeah, I
even
mean-
then, the remaining journey is up to us, as is the journey back.
The elves of Rydell seemed instrumental. It's close as well, and I wonder if getting to that area may make it easier to find transport to the floating isles.
The elves are not close.
If we're
Right.
teleporting, and we could find friends or even people who are willing to be paid to transport us the rest of the way.
I guess we'll find out when we reach Ingot Third.
Okay, so
Open map, press M.
right
Everybody look at this map.
here's the map. Unroll the map. So we're going to Ingadur. We're going to what was the cave? It was the betrayed Jaguar.
The Vallard. Vallard is basically within the mountains of Vallard. There is a
Yeah,
chamber
it doesn't narrow it down.
of the betrayed panther.
Betrayed Panther. Okay.
It's near actually Ingadur. We could probably find more information there.
Yeah. So we go to the city of Ingadur. Then we go to the temple of the Betrayed Panther, or whatever that location is. Temple, catacombs, what have you. Then we go to Deep Gardens.
Deep Gardens to the west.
the-
Okay.
Let's see. Which one was that? That was Skull Labyrinth, right?
Skull Labyrinth. In
Yeah.
Deep Gardens?
Search that place again. And then we go to the wizard. Get as close as we can to Floating Isles by him, and then hoof it from there.
I suggest we stop by the wizard before we go to, since they're so close anyway.
Okay.
We'll stop before and after. But if we look at this map, and I kind of point with my beer and use the mug, assuming that this is to scale, if he can get us to Bright Shore, and that's as far as he can get us, he
Whoa.
could probably get us to Musty.
Mustia?
Yeah.
Rutsa? Yes.
So
And,
while this is going on, I think Deflin's going to be like, hey, really quick, as the not quite FNG here, who is this wizard?
Oh,
He's
helped us
an ally that we encountered on our escape from Deep Garden, and he helped us make it the rest of the way and pointed us toward our friends here at Carstino.
Ah, okay, good. Because, I'm always, I was looking to run into new magic users who can maybe help me, sort my thing out. Cool. And he'll just go back to drinking.
I would very much like that.
Yeah, I would very much like for you to be a good wizard.
less of a sketchy sorcerer. Yeah. We're all beneficial when I'm less sketchy.
Carapace is still recovering from the couple of hits he received. Thank you.
Deflin,
Grr.
Yeah.
make me an Arcana check.
And while he does that, Rourke, I also noticed that large bow you have. I want you to have these. I made it myself. They probably do you a little better than me. And I'm going to hand him my remaining 15 itchy arrows.
Let me see if I want to do something here real quick.
And there's the description.
I am going to. I didn't roll super great on this, so if I can re-roll. You know what? He's gonna. I'm gonna. Is that on a ability check? Yeah, I'm gonna Tides of Chaos. So
Okay, and that
re-roll.
automatically triggers your wild magic. Is that correct?
That gives you the opportunity to do it
Of course.
at your discretion.
Of course.
18
18.
Arcana.
Oh, Arcana. Okay. But the wild magic goes off. So can you
What the
roll
fuck?
me a D 100? I think is what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened the last time it went off?
There was I had the magic missiles go off one time, and then I had the dragon breath go off.
That's what
Dragon
it was.
breath.
All right.
57.
I hope your nose turns into a pickle. Definitely pickle.
Pickle wizard.
Pickle wizard.
Pickle Flynn, bitch.
A pickle fin. That's good. I like that.
You're sitting here at the table, and you guys have the map out in front of you, right?
Yes.
You guys are drinking. Is there anything else you guys have? Like, are you guys like, sharpening weapons, counting your money, like doing anything else?
A plate of nachos.
I think like Blitzkrieg would be more like brooding in the corner. He does mention about the wild magic happening to him and all this shit, but I think he's gonna stare at the map of Ingadur and really look within the Grim Waste. So to him is like I don't know like if it's my lore or your lore, but pretty much like I kind of imagine like the hive. Yeah, nice. The hive being like underground, and they're basically just like tendrils like everywhere, all around.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was located in the Feathered Plains, where the smaller hive is, I would assume like somehow like these tendrils, these tunnels, cover like the expanse of like the under Mystia, under Feathered Plains, maybe to Kern, maybe even to like Vlad. I don't know. But he's gonna basically, I would say like he's gonna like draw little lines, like whatever he could remember of like possible like tunnels that maybe he traversed at a time into the map.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
I need everybody to roll a perception check.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
16. Oh shit. You're in Rattel with the 26, I think, is it?
14.
5.
If you are over a 10, you will see what happens here.
10 and over or over?
10
10?
and over
10
or-
and over.
Okay.
So everyone.
So everyone.
Everybody.
Definitely. What language do you cast spells in?
I mean, his main language is Common, but I think he probably would. I think Draconic is his second language, so he probably casts in Draconic.
Okay. So all of a sudden you're kind of just sitting there zoning out, drinking your beer, and some Draconic words they just come out of your mouth. Everybody who's focusing on what's going on looks at this map. This map looks like if you were to sell it, would be worth a ton of gold. It's got gilded edges. It's got these like secret like markings as to where like hidden treasure is. There's so many bits and pieces that it's just the coolest thing in the world. Like if you guys sold this, you would get a lot of money for it.
What? What is this sorcery?
I quick pull out. Wait.
I
Is that
didn't
it?
do that.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay. I was like, does it go up in flames?
I'll tell you.
Wait, can I quickly like survey the map just to, like, take note of these locations, whatever it is? Or are they not? Are they just like kind of fake?
Yeah. So what do you do? Like they're on the map.
Is it so the map is permanently changed? It just got like an upgrade?
From what
It's
you
just-
can
it-
see, it is.
It looks. My guess is it just looks really fancy. Like it's got flourishes now. It's got very high quality, is what I'm assuming. And do I see that
Mm-hmm.
myself? Okay. I'm just like,
Make an Arcana check though, Declan.
natural one.
What the fuck?
You don't even remember what you said.
God, you really are a bad wizard.
But about a minute later,
So it-
the map goes back to normal.
No, 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 no! I almost got it. No, it's gone.
Oh, I look at my beer and I'm like, I just put it down. I'm like, that was probably me.
You again? I slam the table and I get up and I walk away from this fucking guy.
Okay, next time you're gonna do that though, like give us a heads up so we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah. It's not really I'm planning on this type of thing. It's more of oh shit. I mean, hey, this time it was hey, that was kind of fun. I mean, it's at least more fun than the hey, sorry, I almost killed you one.
Roar,
We're like
do
two-
you understand what he said?
I'm literally 2 out of 3 on the good side so far. So
I would have totally
Am I 2 and
understood what
2?
he said.
You would have heard what he said? But are you a spellcaster?
Draconic. Well, he speaks Draconic, so he would know what was said, but not the implication, I assume.
the words, not the. Ooh,
Let's see.
oh, that is fun. That is interesting.
What is your first off, do you know the spell Distort Value?
I don't have it. No.
You don't. Okay. What would if you did know it, what would be the words that you would use for Distort Value in Draconic?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like English translation, like what would your Distort Value spell be like? Chesto prain chest
Oh,
presto changeo. This thing's
It would probably
coolio,
be like more value up.
value up. So
Bang, bang!
you heard him basically mumble in his beer value up in Draconic.
So Final Fantasy, man.
And would this be something that would then come up in the conversation? Because I think, having seen that is something that I would definitely that seems like something that kind of like with the Dragon's Breath, where I was like, oh, that is something I would like to learn. And that was actually a spell that I had that if I wanted to switch out, I can actually bring that one in. So I think this would be something like when good things happen, if somebody picks up on what it is, especially since I cast in Draconic, if it can be relayed back to me, if there's a way to actively learn that spell and add it in, that is something that I would want to do in my practicing to get better thing.
All right,
So can
Pickle Wizard.
I do an Arcana check to see if it was actually magic? Because from my understanding, I'm not.
What are you, a ranger?
I am, so I
You
do
have
know a bit
spell-
about magic.
You have spellcasting, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Nat 1.
No.
So I'm just like, yep. I just kind of look at him like, what the hell are you talking about?
And I'd be like, yeah, I don't even know what I said. I mean, I don't remember anything. Did you hear me mumble? Did I say something? Like, I was drinking. I don't know.
You were mumbling it. It sounded like you said value up.
And then I would just, I would say it. I would in Draconic, I'm like, look at the map and just, I would say it again.
Make an Arcana check.
14.
14, you said?
Yes.
What are you focusing on when you say the words?
the map and what I saw before. So like if like there was a flourish like in one of like if there was a like the town. So like Ingot Dur, if Ingot Dur was on the map, however Ingot Dur appeared in the flourish of the up value, that is what I would be looking at and focusing on specifically on that area.
So you say the words again, and you all watch again as this map begins to shimmer and seem to be worth so much more. It's gilded again, but all of the like secret notes on it are completely different. They're all there, but they're just now different notes. You understand pretty quickly now, having done this twice, none of this is real. It is just appearing to be more important. But you do lose a first level spell slot.
That's fine. I would then actively try to essentially practice that, and how we'll figure out if there's a way to get that into something where I can add it as a spell. Because I feel like that could be helpful depending on how long it takes us to go where we're going to be shopping.
Yep. There is ways for you to do that, and I would say you're already well on that way, having done it successfully now twice. Unintentionally once, but no matter. That is definitely something we can work towards. With that being the case, though, is there anything else we're doing this evening, or are we ready to move on to the morning?
Let's move on.
Tonight.
I am ready.
Wonderful.
Side
note,
that is a spell that I can add. It is one of the ones that I would know, but I don't know it.
Well, that's why I asked if you, because sorcerer is not the same as like other things where, even though you could add this later on, like technically right now you don't know it, because anything that's in your list that you don't know, you just don't know. Versus like a wizard, if it's not in your list, you're like, oh man, I don't have this spell in my spell book, but I still know that it exists. Sorcerers are like, I know what I know, and that's
I couldn't remember if that was one that was even a sorcerer spell. So okay, cool.
Got it. All right. Well, community, internet, all you wonderful people, let's take a quick break, and we will come back at 8:15-ish, and we will pick up on our way to the dwarven city of Ingot Dur. So,
The dwarven city.
see you all real soon.
See you in a bit.
We can hear them. Wait.
They can hear me. Welcome back. All right, so we are going to pick up with our intrepid adventurers 3 days hence, as they are walking into the outskirts of Ingot Dur. Now, over these last 3 days, the adventurers have encountered quite a few somewhat enjoyable days. The first day was spent mostly in hot days, cool evenings, as you made your way up into the outskirts of the mountains of Lard. As you continued then on day 2, you began to move through some low hills, kind of skirting the outskirts of the mountain, kind of staying to the lower lands. But again, by day 3, at around midday, you arrive in a hillish town set outside of the mountain, but it is huge. It is towering walls with stone battlements. You see dwarves of all shapes and sizes. You see Duragar. You see some dark gnome, all kind of scattered about, but you would say probably 80% is just dwarven nature, and they are well armed, well armored, well groomed. They are looking good. They have jewels about. This is a very well-to-do city, and it seems like the nation of the dwarves in general, from what you've heard.
During those 3 days, would I have been able to sit down in the evening with Ren and take a crack at that plate armor sketch?
If you would like to do that.
I sure would.
I mean, I don't know if Rin wants to. I'm just kidding. Rin will help you out.
Okay. Well, I would say then go ahead and take your intelligence check with the guidance bonus given.
Okay. With advantage or no?
Not with advantage. He does not have smithing skills, though he does have
I would be
guidance.
helping him though, and I have been smithing a lot.
Is your
Do you have
guidance
proficiency in smithing?
4?
I have proficiency in smith tools, yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, with advantage then, yes.
Oh,
Artificer initiate, I do.
Your guidance, is that 4? A D4?
D4.
Okay.
Tis the D4.
Alright. So with advantage. Oh wait, it's I'm going for the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. 19.
There's
on
a
the
2 in
first
there.
one.
Oof.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You would have been able to do this 3 days, so if you would like to try it on day 2,
Yeah.
and day 3, you can make this check twice more.
And I guess
11
Rin's gonna
second
help
one.
you every time.
Yeah, great.
What the frick?
Yeah, holy shit. Alright, no go on any of them.
Can I roll to
Uh,
do this?
Not now, but on future days you could.
Is my inspiration transferable?
No.
Damn it.
All right, but that then brings us again to the outskirts
Thank
of
you.
Ingitur.
If it matters, I'll also be trying my to learn that during that time to at least make it more easily.
You guys just really don't want to go to Ingitur. I can see we could skip it. We could just go.
I want to.
Alright.
I want to. I just want to be helpful.
No, it's cool. Make 3 Arcana checks for me.
All right. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's just roll 3 at one time.
I think I've just decided you guys don't like time skips.
I love
I
that.
actually
Man.
kind of do, but
All right, so that is a 15, a 10, and a 11.
Interesting.
Not super great.
You were successful 2 of the 3 times.
Okay.
But one of them felt real tedious. Yeah, and again, you don't know exactly how many times total you're going to need, but you've successfully done it 4 times, so just keep track of the number.
Okay, cool. And then I'd be like, guys, I'm feeling really good. Like if they lowball us on one of the statues, I feel like maybe I can like come back in with some other ones and be like, hey guys, look what I found. These are great. And then we see what happens.
it only lasts a minute, so we have to close the deal quickly.
It takes a minute. It lasts 8 hours, and I can double that time.
Oh,
It only lasted a
sorcerer.
minute because it was wild magic.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, the actual spell, if I do it, it lasts 8 hours, and I can
Well,
double
we need
it.
to be out of town in 8 hours then.
16 hours if I have the spells, if I have the sorcery points. All right.
So as you
Definitely.
guys approach, again, the hillish nature of this city, you guys are able to see kind of a few things on the way in. So can I have each of you guys roll a perception check to see kind of bits and pieces of what you see?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with different dice this time. That last one sucked.
9.
16 for Aoth.
18 for Deflin.
Still sucked. 14.
All of you, for the most part, see that there is kind of a nearby waterfall coming down from the mountains as you guys move into this kind of valley-hilled area. Again, most of the buildings and ramparts around the outskirts of the wall are, again, tall stone battlements, maybe 50, 60 feet high. Big double-doored gates, and a very thick kind of gateway entryway kind of lands before there that is very well guarded. But immediately outside of these gates, outside of the city, you see about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 14 armament tents, and you can just hear, even from this far away, blacksmithing, just hammers on hammers and hammers, as work and stuff is being done in these multitudes of tents. You also see many people walking around these tents, seemingly buying wares and merchandise and things like such.
Where do we want to go first?
Weapon shopping.
All right.
I'll go along. Yeah, might as well take a look.
Okay. So as you guys kind of arrive here, all of these tents are kind of arranged in a way in which you can kind of walk down the center and see all of what is being worked on. Again, many dwarves, men, women, occasionally, again, you'll see an off species like a dark gnome or something among the workers. But you see that they are all hard at work, and there are many pieces of beautiful worked swords and spears and armor and just anything you can imagine. There's even a couple of tents with scrolls and a couple of artifacts and things like that. So there is plenty of things to look at and find. So where would you guys like to start? Tell me what you're looking for and I'll tell you where you'll go.
I am looking for armor.
More specific, light, medium, or heavy?
Heavy.
Heavy armor. Okay, so you would see a male dwarf in a kind of quite large tent. Within here, it says on a sign, it says "Giant Boots, Hammer, and Tongs."
I'll take all three of them.
Huh? What do you want?
Hey, I'm looking for. Well, first, I was kind of wondering what could I get for this. What do I have? Breastplate. I have extra breastplate.
Is this one that you made?
Yeah.
Is it just a basic edition or is it like well made?
Let me see.
Mom said it was the best breastplate ever.
Breastplate.
Oh. Yeah. It just says well made.
It doesn't say masterwork though, correct?
No.
Okay. He goes.
Finely crafted.
He goes, this. All right, I'll give you 50 gold for the scrap metal.
Wow. And how much
Oh,
is
Hold on. Back up. My bad. Erase the last 2 minutes of conversation. I read the wrong shop. You are not at Giant Boots, Hammers, and Tongs. That's the dude next door. You are at Gold Bleeders Moths.
Gold bleeders. Okay.
Moths. And again, male dwarf looks at you, same response of, what do you want? You ask that question, he goes, I don't want that shit.
I'm gonna go next door. The other guy was nicer. All right. Well, do you have a half plate or a plate?
Of course I do.
And what am I looking at for costs?
Well, which do you want?
I want to know the cost of either.
I would walk up behind you while he's doing that and be like, I have the half plate that you gave me. If you want it back, I don't wear it a lot. Or that somebody gave me.
In the bog, because he was naked, remember?
Yeah.
But I was not naked anymore, which is a plus on multiple levels.
Everybody. Yeah. So I mean, I can just donate that back to the group. That's what we're looking for. Save you some money. You don't need to buy his stuff. I would say that. Well, actually, I don't want to say that out loud because I may want to buy something from him.
He goes, pulls out a book, and he goes, I've got both in stock. You want a half plate? 200 gold.
And a full plate?
1,000.
What can I get for this half plate?
A lesson in smithing.
Hey, pretty good prices actually. If you're
It's a
looking.
good design with an ornamental centerpiece.
Good design. For a human, maybe.
Fine.
You know, while you got that book out, you got anything in like a clothing that would change its appearance? Something magical, maybe?
I don't do clothing, I just do heavy armor.
Okay, well then never mind. Do you know anybody who would do that?
Yeah, it's
You
one
know,
of the other people down here. Shove off.
Cool.
I-
And with that, I'd be
pipes
like,
up.
yeah, I've got free half plate, and I just walk out.
I pipe up. So you got any magical half plate by chance,
Yeah?
or a shield?
You want giant boots to your right. He does shields. I just do armor.
What kind of magical half plate do you have there, sir?
Magic's made to order, but I can do it for you. Well, I guess not all magic's due to order, but you can't afford the one I already have.
Damn.
How do you know this?
Well, do you want ring mail for one?
I mean, potentially.
Trust me, you don't want it.
Nah, I probably don't want ring mail.
Wouldn't fit your form very well.
That's why I was asking about the half plate.
Yeah, I heard
As
you.
you can see, I've got some on.
I can't see anything of the sort, but for half plate, let's see here. You just want a simple enchantment on it?
Yeah, or I mean, could you enchant my current half
I'm not.
plate?
Do I look like an enchanter to you? I'm over here fucking banging metal with the goddamn hammer.
All right. Well, then, yeah. What can you do?
Let's see here. Alright, some of the magical ore vein. It's gonna cost me enough for half plate. Let's see here. That's gonna be 5 units of ore. With the magical ore, it's gonna be about 1,000 just for materials, plus my time. Let's say 5,000 gold.
For what specifically?
I guarantee +1. It depends on how good I do.
Gotcha. Yeah, a little bit much for my taste. 5,000. I was thinking.
And you definitely
Like
couldn't
to,
afford
but-
the other one then. Jesus Christ.
Yep, probably not. I'm gonna go check out shields. He
Foreigners.
walks out.
Okay. It doesn't matter what order we go in. Anybody can jump up. So who wants to look at something else?
I mean, I'm gonna take that half plate back from what's his face?
Yeah, he didn't want it.
The pickle,
Flynn, your party member that we've been hanging out with for
Yeah.
weeks now. Yeah.
the pickle wizard.
You pickle wizard. Yeah,
No, it's the wizard's pickle.
I'll hand it over.
Do they sell like tools here, or are they just? I'm just looking around. I'm not asking him, so he doesn't have to be an asshole. I'm just looking around. Do I see any tools and like the rags and stuff? You know.
Closest thing that you see to a tool vendor would probably be.
So this is Gold Bleeder's Moth.
It would be the closest one would be Deep Fist Steel Fabrications. Another
Steel fabrications.
another male dwarf working behind that.
I guess I'll kind of like take a little side rail away from the party if I see that. It's like tools. That's what I need. More tools.
Why you look for tools?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you why you want tools? I don't have any tools.
Am I-
You don't need any tools
Is
here.
this Is this a deep fist steel fabrications or what? Am I in there? Did I walk in?
Yeah. That's me. What
Wait,
do you want?
Tools.
I-
You have tools.
I mean, I use
I'm
tools.
looking at them right now. They're on the walls.
Who the hell are you? You look like a monster. Do I need to beat you up?
I'll eat you.
Not before I kick your ass.
And here Blitz goes again, getting us into
Hey, we got a monster
about
over
to
here.
say
Get the guard.
I'm about to take my dagger and stab him, but I was like, no, I like your attitude.
You see a couple other dwarves, like from other stalls, kind of come in. You see like a female with like red hair and like a long like pike come out from the side. You see another dwarven male with like red beard, full down, with like a long like maul that comes around. He goes, "What do we got here? Monster just wandering in here?"
I just take out my coin and my platinum and my gold, and it's like, I'm here to buy something.
Both the armorists and weapons masters who came into this looks at it and goes, "Well, Deep Fist, you got a fucking problem with his money?" "Yeah, Deep Fist, you got a problem with the money?" "No, if he's got money, it's fine." And they both like leave.
And then we're good.
I don't know about good, but what do you want? And if you say tools again, we're gonna have some issues.
Oh, did he say that? Okay, then he's gonna be like, I need some thieves' tools. I need some tinker's tools and wood carver's tools.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of smith. You probably have to make it in the city for that, and I don't think they'll let you in. So, you might be shit out of luck.
What do you mean they won't let me in? Doesn't this mean anything? You guys always want this stuff here, and he dangles like the coins and like, you know.
He kind of like,
fall to the ground.
he does this little like gesture around his shop, and you can see just magical nets and tridents and slings and whips and just all these like kind of odd weaponry all around. And they're all like encrusted with jewels and inscribed with magic. And he goes, "Does it look like the dwarves of Ingetdur need your piddly money?
Fine.
Money is money, and we
did you know-
strive to make the best goods possible."
Funny, because I could make that better. And I'll stomp out.
Huh. Unlike.
Yeah, fuck you.
So, side note, now the party's back together. Let's sell those statues.
Oh yeah.
And pocket the money. Yeah, who would we go to sell the statues?
Not
Rin would ask around.
that guy.
And if we want to try to distort the value on one of them. to start off
Most of the vendors are all weapons and armor blacksmiths, but there seem to be 3 tents specifically that do not have the sounds of clanging of, and it seems to be that those 3 are Letgear's Belly of the Beast, which you can see is a magic scroll shop. Strong Hand Creeping Harpy, which you see is a potion shop, and Dramnart's Double Whammy, which seems to be an artifacts shop.
We're gonna go there.
Are, again, weapons or armor, but they may still take the statues for the gold itself, but you'd probably have the best chance of getting money out of them at one of those 3.
So, Deep Fist Steel Fabrications.
Let's go to the
They
third.
are assholes. Okay, write that down. Cool.
Facts.
I would probably say not to do the value spell until we have that honed in and we know it's not going to backfire on us. This is not people that I want to have upset with us.
I mean, we do it maybe away from everybody. Just try it, see what happens. Only to one of them. It's not like it's gonna break it.
And how about on our way out, the last day?
Chaos.
I thought these were supposed to be your trade allies and one of your few in the area. As they turn to AI.
They are. That's why we probably shouldn't fuck with them.
I do have to ask him about the location of what we're looking for too. That's right. Okay, keep going. Carry on.
So let's go into the artifact shop.
Okay. You enter into the tent, and you see a female dwarf with long black braided hair, some of which is loose and kind of flowing back. Large golden tiara set with an emerald on the center. 2 large golden earrings set with emeralds, and a pendant set with emeralds as well. She's wearing a long for a dwarf, red cape around her back with a tight leather piece, green and gold, like leather chest piece. And she's kind of just sitting behind a small desk with a chair and goes, "Well, hello. My name is Tysora Dramnart. Haven't had any customers in a long time. Hello, how are you?"
Oh, we're great. That's all right. Saw your shop. I guess you deal in antiquities?
Artifacts here and there. I don't have much, but I'm always looking to buy.
Well, we just happen to be your best customers then. And he pulls out one of the things from the bag that Blitz is holding.
Oh,
Blitz lets me.
if you want it, just take it, and then I'll hand you one of the ogre statues encrusted with gold and rubies.
Yup. So I hand this to her. I set it in front of her, and I go, we happen to have found these out adventuring, and figured they'd be worth your while.
7,500 in gold projected, estimated. Per.
Sorry, what did you say? What did you say?
Oh, she can't hear me, but it's basically, well, it's outside
I'm asking
the
you
game.
out of game, but what did you say?
Oh, I said like, well, these are an ogre statue, of gold and ruby encrusted, worth 7,500 gold per statue, as mentioned.
All right, and she kind of looks it over. She goes, There's not going to be much of a market here for these, but there's no doubt that they are well made. The gold itself is pure. There's plenty of gemstones. Could easily break it down and sell it off for pieces. But it's really sad to break down such good work. I might have to
Well,
take a trip
especially when you have the entire set of good work and pulls out the others. Or
She kind of looks
Are
it
they-
over.
Are they different poses?
They are. They're different ogres. She goes, I might have to make it all the way down to Cursed Heights to sell these. Perhaps a traveling merchant. Let's say 2,000 platinum for all 4.
2,000.
Also, while you guys are negotiating, what do you have? Because I've been to places where sometimes store credit is worth more than cash.
A man of antiquities. I like this. I only have 3 items here today, as I only keep the rarest and oddest of things. But let's see here. She pulls open this large book, and she goes, "This here is called an Enduring Spell Book. What it does is things of a curious nature. Anything that is written on its pages cannot be damaged by fire, water, and it will never deteriorate with age. Oftentimes mages like it."
Interesting. Do you have anything? I'm looking for something in like maybe like a magical set of clothing. It doesn't have to be hot yet.
I mean, there's only 3 things I have, but I'll tell you them all. I just was pausing for dramatic effect.
Okay, cool.
The next is called, and she pulls out this large ruby. She goes, "This is the ruby of the war mage. It's very good for spellcasters. Specifically, what it does is you take this, and it allows you to use a weapon of some sorts as a spellcasting focus. And when you do this, what does it do?
So you don't know
that's
what
really it. She goes, Thought it was a bit more interesting. It just allows you to use a weapon as a spellcasting focus. I guess it makes it easier to hold your other weapons. Sell it to you for cheap.
Worthless.
Well, let's hope this last one isn't. This one here is called the Tankard of Sobriety.
You know, I don't even think you have to read the description with this group.
All right, fine. But again, I'm more than happy to buy.
You got some.
I heard that's something you throw in for free.
If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. But again, you were looking to sell, and I'm more than happy to buy.
How about the platinum and the tankard? These are worth more than 20,000 gold, but
Very well. Tankard and the gold.
What does the tankard do?
basically you can pour as much alcohol as you want in it and drink as much as you want. It doesn't fuck you up.
Yeah, I think it's right there in the name, Tankard of Sobriety.
Quite clever.
So again, another something else that doesn't have a lot of value.
No, I will take it then. I will gladly take it. Act like I'm getting fucked up without actually being fucked up. You want a sober cleric all the time, it's great.
Alright, so do we have a deal?
I turn to the rest of the party, I go, I think we do, unless there's any objections.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Yeah, and that was all platinum?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're
That's,
good. Yeah.
She pulls out
400
two
platinum.
small chests, each with 1,000 in it, and she goes, well, here you are. She takes the statues, and she goes ahead and begins arranging them on different shelves.
Real quick, that's how much per person?
400. It's like 5 of us, right? Yeah. So you divide by 2,000, is it?
Well, there's 5 of you.
there's
You guys
six
are
of us.
cutting Rourke out.
No, there's 6 of us.
Rourke wasn't here for
there's-
the taking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rourke
I'm
wasn't
just
there,
saying.
I guess.
I'm just saying, it's 5
Oh, wait,
of you
wait.
cutting Rourke
Yeah,
out.
there's no way I could use anything on this adventure to come. No way whatsoever.
But still,
Rourke wasn't
No.
here.
but still, it's 333.3333333 each.
Rourke, in my opinion, is Reek's steward, and we should include him
Rourke.
as though we would Reek.
Rourke, you can hold on to Reek's cut. If you need to use any of it, that's between you and Reek.
There we go.
Can I just make
So
it
300 and so what we say? How much each?
333?
I'll take
334.
Say it again?
Rourke is 333.
Okay, cool.
Make sure it comes out even.
4 of us gets 333. 2 of us get 334.
I'll get 333.
Yeah, I'll do 33.
334.
Obviously, I'm getting 33.
I'll do 33.
Okay, well,
Rin
Wow.
And
I was like, we're gonna have like, I'll do 335.
I know, right? Me and Pickle over here. You got Pickle written
That's a lot of
and Morty.
that's a lot of gold. Holy shit.
Speaking of Morty, did you leave him, I'm assuming, outside of this little tented area?
Oh yeah, he would scare the fuck out of everybody.
You would eat the fuck out of everybody.
Well, what else are you guys looking for? There are plenty more vendors.
Well- While we're there, I'd be like, so it was a pleasure making a deal with you. However, I have an ask, and I don't know if you can point me in the right direction. Now that we've done business, I feel I can trust you. Is there anything that would, potentially take a beast and send it to another plane to play for a while and call it back when I need it? Basically, I have a moorbounder that scares people sometimes, but he's a great companion, and I'd love for him to be able to go into places when I go, not have to worry about him.
I can't think of anything like that here, or I would probably have it. Perhaps.
That's why I asked.
One of Letgear's, one of his spell scrolls. Maybe there's a spell that you could use.
That'd be fantastic. I'm gonna go talk to him.
He's just right down there, and she points just down to Hence.
Cool. I will go down and talk to Letgear.
You again see this tent kind of opened up. This much larger table here has a very large dwarf with gray slicked back hair and a very thick long gray beard. He's wearing a fur-collared coat that has like red shoulder pauldrons and then a green like flowy nature to it. Around his waist he has a golden belt with large quartz crystals that are kind of sitting out prominently. 2 sets of gauntlets kind of sit on his and just racks of scrolls and papers across his desk. He looks at you and goes, "Well, hello, adventurers. I'm Letgear, Hargrim Letgear. Welcome to my shop."
Hey, Letgear, you got a pleasure to meet you. I probably would have dragged Devlin along, being the other magic user here.
Well met.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. How's it going?
Welcome to the belly of the beast.
Yeah, well, so we actually just did some business over there, and we asked around. They said you were the one to talk to. I've got a special thing I'm looking for. It might be of service here. See, I've got this companion beast, or bounder actually, that tends to scare people when I bring him places, and was wondering if there's any sort of spell or anything that I could use to, I don't know, keep him on another plane and call him out when needed.
I'd have to do some thinking. There are lots of spells known across the world, but you're more than happy to peruse the scrolls that I have already, and if something suits your fancy, I'd be more than happy to strike a deal with you. But I will look through my notes while you search.
Yeah, perfect. Looking for something to... okay.
I know you got the scrolls. Do you know anybody who does like enchantments? Because like I want something very basic. I'm just looking to I can shapeshift, and I want to like be able to like kind of merge my clothes to my look, kind of futz it around a bit, but like on a permanent level, not like a one-off thing. Know anybody?
Perhaps inside the city there might be someone. No enchanters out here in the merchant district.
Cool.
Phantom Steed seems appealing. I mean, we all saw this list, right? You gave it to.
I mean, if you wanted to be in the shop perusing, yeah. I mean, it's just these are the scrolls that are on the shelves.
Yeah.
For those of you on the internet, you can't see them, but perhaps we will post a picture of them in post-production.
Spell scrolls can only be cast one time, though, right?
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's got 50 gold worth of ink, paper, and a
Bellboard.
And the ability to be a wizard.
I was gonna say, and a wizard. Yeah, literally, being a wizard is it.
Kind of the key one, really.
Are you a wizard or a sorcerer, Devlin?
Sorcerer and 1-level fighter.
Ah.
So I can take advantage of armor occasionally.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, none of the. Wait, even the cantrip ones? Are they just one?
Yep.
Use? Okay.
All spell scrolls work, man.
Yep.
How much is that force cage?
Man of good taste, I see. Only the most powerful magic. Let's take a look here. Nope. Where's my page on scrolls? Crikey, it's not here. Ah, there it is. Alright, scrolls. Just to double check for the violence factor. You know, if it's a dangerous spell, we put a bit of a tax on it. Yeah, this does not seem to be damaging. What? I'll say 5,000 gold pieces. As you can see here, and he like opens the scroll, he's like, the spell itself typically costs 1,500 gold worth of ruby dust, but as you can see, we've included it in the paper, so that you don't have to have that spell component with it, should just simply act. That's included in the price.
Speaking of spell, any chance you'd know where to get pearls?
Pearls? I mean, fucking
For
pearls.
identify.
I'm sure somebody has one here. This is a dwarven town after all, rocks and minerals and all that, but pearls are typically found on the coast, and we are about as inland as it gets.
You know, we're gonna be here for a bit. I'm gonna come back to you just to make sure that's gonna like wipe me out pretty much. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got something in case I run across something in town. But it's good to know you've got that, because that's very helpful. That the gold it definitely just is like, motherfucker.
He looks at you and goes, "You're not a dwarf? What do you mean in town?" Unless you are a dwarf or part of the Adventurers Guild or Mercenaries Guild, you will not be allowed entrance inside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Well, we're part of an Adventurers Guild, but you mentioned stones. Then how about diamonds? Do you have diamonds?
I mean, I have diamonds within some of the spell scrolls I have. You'd be better off finding an armor or weapons. They typically deal in encrusting diamonds and rubies and stuff into their works. The various magical effects that they have, they might be able to sell you a loose one.
Perfect.
And
but in the meantime,
can you say that last bit again? And I start to like really pay attention to him, like as he's talking.
Stuff from armor and weapons merchants.
Cool. All right, thank you. That's very helpful.
Right. Well, anything else I'd like to do for you, gentlemen?
Yeah. Did you happen to have that thing I was talking about?
What thing?
AKA the Raven Slumber that I've been hinting at.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know what you've been hinting at. You can't just demand things from the DM and hope that they just fall in your lap. Like a little
No, I'm not. I've been asking around.
The bounder, and now you want to hide it away. Sucks to suck.
Boy, who's this DM?
I'm just been asking around.
Somebody watching us?
Well, I'm totally getting you asking around, but when you start demanding a certain item, that's the line.
No, but that's basically what it is. I was just showing you. No, but he never gave me an answer as far as...
He said he would look for a spell to see if it would do it. He could not find any spell.
Okay. He didn't ever give me an answer. He said he'd look for it, but he never...
I haven't found anything.
That was why I was at...
Hey, besides the Gold Bleeder's Moth, like, is there like another place that might be able to sell like a magical shield?
Yes. Because the shield vendor is... Giant Boots,
What?
Hammer, and Tongs. The place you guys accidentally walked into before you realized you were in the wrong place.
You have a magical shield?
Anyways, we're switching over to Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg. That's
Yeah,
where you'd like to be.
I'll walk inside and it's like, hey, you. Whoever's like in the counter, I don't know who the fuck it is.
It's a male dwarf. Looks and goes, I have a name.
My name's Blitzkrieg. What is your name?
My name's Merrill, Giant Boots.
I'm glad the formality's over. Hey, do you make a shield about this quality? And I basically prop up my my reinforced shield of like interlocking plates. Is a +3 shield.
A +3 shield?
It's basically a +2. It's a +1 shield. I'm sorry. It's a 2. Yeah, by default it's 2. And then
God,
it's 1.
I was like, damn. Where did you get that? He goes,
Okay, yeah. It's just a basic little thing, but I need something of similar quality.
He goes, I have something like that.
Good. What do you have?
He
Wait,
goes,
seeing Blitz pull out the shield, it'd be like, Blitz, where did you get that?
aren't you not even
I
there?
made it. I made it, of course.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
I
He goes,
would have been there. I wanted to go there too. Sorry.
All good. He walks up on me, and I'm just like telling him, like, yeah, well, you see these interlocking plates? I put them together myself. Blah 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 blah. Okay, excuse me.
Friend's really trying to sell it to this guy how good this quality is in case he's trying to sell it.
pulls out 2 shields. He goes, well, this one here, it's exactly what you want. It's just using a little bit of magical ore. Made this nice circular shield here. Got the rounded beveled edges. It'll give you basically extra 3 protection like yours here does.
Cool. I take
This
it, and
one, he goes, this is my pride and joy. This is Giant Boots Shield of Thievery. Does the exact same thing, but it makes it much, much easier to steal. As you can see, these compartments lift up, and within them you can put various items, as well as there's different tools to extend and reach around. Simple, it gives you +10 to sleight of hand checks.
Whoa.
He'll slam the other shield, the +3 shield, like on the ground, just like bang it, just to see like if it kind of holds up.
The one,
Yeah.
the one that you haven't purchased yet?
What?
The one that you haven't purchased yet?
Yeah.
He just
Testing the quality.
kind of watches this.
And then he stops and is like, I'll take it. And then he's just gonna push aside the other one you were talking about, the stealth thing. He doesn't really care about all the bullshit. He just wants this one that's the same quality as the one he has.
450 gold.
450?
Alright.
Okay. He's gonna look over his pouch and he's going to take out he'll take out like about like 500. 505. He just like grabs a bunch.
In
It's
gold
like,
or platinum?
It's gonna be
Those coins
300.
matter.
It's gonna 303 in gold,
Okay.
and then the rest is like in platinum.
303, you said?
In gold, yeah.
So then that would mean the only way to do that in platinum would be 453 would be the closest you could get. And that would be
I have like
100.
I have like
So if you did 100 so if you did 12 platinum along with all of that gold and kept yourself 3 gold, that would be 450.
cool. I'm just gonna. Well, he's gonna toss out like the gold, basically whatever, just pour it out.
Mhm.
So it gets him 303, and then he's gonna pour out like 25 platinum. Is that 250, right?
Yeah. He goes,
And he's just like, it's close enough, right?
you're overpaying by a bunch. Here. And he takes like 10 of the platinum out. He hands it back to you. I don't
Okay,
need charity. I do good work here. Better treat her right.
I will. And he bangs it one more time on the table. Nice and solid. Ka-thunk. All right,
Red
cool.
would also like to follow him up and buy a +1 shield as well.
He goes, I don't have any
Yeah,
more.
he's-
I had that one, and I've got this one over here. If you want, I can make you one, but it won't be ready until tomorrow.
If
Are
you
we
look-
staying the night here? I believe we're staying the night here, right?
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact with me. If you look at
Yeah.
me, it's mine.
That works. Tomorrow works.
All right, 500 gold.
First thing in the morning.
Yeah, we still got to decide on price here. 500 gold. You gonna pay it?
Oh, you just said 450 for that one, right?
I'd already made it. This is a custom order. I gotta make it right now. I'm doing a rush order. It costs extra.
All right. Well, how about this? How about you do the absolute best you can, and I'll give you. Why not? Could you make it extra special for 600?
guarantee you that I will be doing my best work on every piece that I do. If you feel like giving me 700 for it, that is up to you. But you will be overpaying.
I said 6.
Well, I don't know what you said. Doesn't matter. The price is still 500, and I'm gonna do my best on it no matter what.
It's just gonna.
All right.
look
Well,
pretty.
here's 500 and a little tip, and he tosses him like 53 platinum.
And goes, you can pay on arrival. Slides it back across.
Like, if I'm walking out of this store, I was like, I like that guy. He's honorable.
Yeah. Well, I will see you first thing in the morning, then, sir.
Good sir.
And then I will go.
Potions for it.
I was gonna ask him real quick if he knows anywhere to get a weapon of magical qualities.
He like turns and like looks at you, and he looks at like all of the fucking weapon vendors. He looks back at you. Ha. Good joke.
Yeah. Well, specifically a mace or Morning Star of some sort.
Yeah. He goes, well.
Who do you recommend? We'll say that. Who does the best work that you think?
Everybody specializes in their own thing. So if you're looking for maces, there's only going to be one person you're going to be able to find. So let me find, let's see here.
Who would you go to if you needed a mace?
Looking for my hammer merchant.
It's
There it is.
shopping time, guys. We're all
Here we go.
excited.
Wilddale, the Iron Woman. That's who you're going to want to go see.
All right. I'll head over to her. I'll let you do the potions thing first, though.
Yep. Somebody else
Hey, John, what are you closing your eyes?
wants to do
That's
things.
rude.
I'm struggling.
Weapon and or clothing.
Who still has things they want to buy? Show of hands.
Yep.
Nothing apparently outside.
Okay, let's go
Potions
with
come super fast.
let's go with Tom's character first. So Rourke, where are you going?
Potion shop.
All right, that is strong hand creeping harpy.
So I walk in and straight to business. I walk up and say, "Do you have any potions of speed?"
You walk in and you see a man with like a large black cape that almost looks like feathers that kind of like wrap around his body. He's got pointed ears, even though he's clearly a dwarf. Dark black hair, kind of grimy, comes down, unkept black beard, and there's this large black bird that just kind of sits on his shoulder. He's holding this giant vase of what's like some type of sloshing liquid, and he looks at you and he goes, "Yes, I have potions of speed."
He must play Warhammer.
How many?
Currently, I have one, but I can make as many as you wish.
How much would each cost?
One moment.
Does he smell like BO?
Potion of speed. That'll be about 200 platinum per vial.
I'll take one and 2 potions of healing if you have them.
Those are just 50. Well, it depends on how much healing do you wish.
Your finest, cheapest.
Those two things do not coincide, my dear friend. There is a regular potion. There is greater. There is superior.
Regular.
Those are just 50 gold each. So it would be 200 platinum, 100 gold.
So 210.
No,
So-
200 platinum, 100 gold. Total of 2,100 gold.
For what? For how many?
For one potion of speed and 2 potions of healing.
I mean, when you need it, right?
Speed and healing.
Okay, so all I have is platinum.
It would be then 210 platinum.
There you are.
How much is the
Perhaps
greater?
that's what you said to begin with. I may have misheard you.
It is, but I'm new here and not sure if what I'm saying makes sense to you.
I beg your pardon. Not many people are able to stand so confidently in front of such a large sum.
And for Reek's keeper of his money, you're still pretty frivolous with it.
I don't know.
Yeah, at least I do it.
Speed, healing. Keep myself alive and get there quickly. Like, those seem like priorities.
Like, so you had cash coming, but I decided to actually make it here.
Yeah.
However, in reality, those health potions are because my HP is ridiculously low and I rolled like shit. And the potion of speed is actually for Reek. So, shh. Hush.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
All right. Is there anything else you wish to do in the potions shop?
How much is the greater?
A greater potion is 750 gold.
750 gold. How much is the regular?
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. There's 4 levels. There's common, uncommon, rare, and very rare. So, do you want the uncommon or the rare?
Let me get the uncommon.
Uncommon is 300.
300 gold. How much is the regular? 50?
50.
I'll take 5.
5 regulars.
Yeah.
250 gold.
All right. So it's like basically just like 250 gold. Psh, done.
There
Yeah,
are
can I
also
buy 3 regular healing potions?
Yes, he has plenty of healing potions. He has them fully stocked. So
That's 25 plat. Okay.
there are also custom potions not found on D&D Beyond that he has. If anybody is interested in looking at those,
Ooh, what do you got for customs?
he has 3 potions currently. Excuse me. I have 3 potions currently. This one here is a potion of extended rations. It will essentially ensure that you do not need to eat or drink for 30 days straight, in case you are going into any extreme environments where finding such might be difficult. This one here is the potion of true navigation. You can find your way to one destination wherever you wish. And this one here is the potion of the sword master. It will double the proficiency of any use of a sword. But only for 1 hour, as the potion of the sword master is still temporary.
Hey James,
What
can
are
I?
the prices of these?
They are custom creations, so we may discuss them.
Hey James, can I?
Consider that swordmaster one.
Can I like basically like push you aside? And, like I'll take that the potion of whatever the one that basically tells you the exact location of something.
The
True navigation?
True navigation, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, you could have just said excuse me, but that's fine.
I did. Physically.
I will buy just quickly 3 potions of healing, and I will give the one that Temin gave me back to him.
Wait.
Potion of true navigation. I would probably be willing to part with it for 2,015 gold.
2015. Okay, yeah. So basically, 2015. That's 21.5 plat, right?
Yep.
I'll give him 22 plat.
Very well. I
Start.
hope it works well for you.
Yes.
Curious what you're so interested in finding.
Shut up.
It's 210 platinum, dude, not 21.
Correct. 210.
We need 10 platinum.
Because it's 2,000
Yes.
gold, so it's 220 if you're still doing the extra.
Each platinum is worth 10 gold. FYI.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, yeah.
And how much was that supreme healing?
That one there.
Shit, I lost kind of what I did. I did
1,500 for the topmost.
And that's just the potion of healing supreme in D&D Beyond.
I think so. I think that's the top one. I don't remember what the 4 levels are called.
10d4 plus 20.
I think it's like lesser, regular, greater, and superior.
Oh, there's just regular, and then greater potion of healing.
Yeah, I've got I think greater, superior, and supreme.
Yeah.
Oh, Supreme is the... Okay, so it's the Supreme one, then. It's whatever the fourth tier is.
Okay.
I have them labeled
10d4
differently on
plus.
this sheet that I use.
10d4 plus 20.
And you said how much was it?
1,500 gold. Or
Okay.
150 platinum.
I will. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take one of those, and I will give you 150 platinum.
Do you even have 10d4 plus 20 hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if I were to roll max, no, but I'm just under that. Like if I rolled max, I'm at like what 60, and I'm at 52. So.
Did you say potion of true finding?
It's
But the
called
way-
a
the way-
Potion of
the
True
way I-
Navigation, and I have not created it in D&D Beyond, so it won't be there.
Gotcha.
But it's
is it
very
do?
simple. It tells you the exact location of one item, and you will know it forever.
And you always be able to find it no matter what. Like
Yes.
it's like permanent.
Mhm.
Wherever it goes, you know where it is.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well worth the price.
The only requirement is that you know of the item, right? So you have to know the item to be able to find it. So for instance, if you're looking for your astral birthing stone, you have seen it, you know it, you will be able
Okay.
to find it.
In that case, you know what? I'll hold on to the potion for now. I'm not gonna drink it. But nice. Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
Anybody else?
It's very nice.
When we're done in here, I want to now that we have a little more cash after selling the statues, I want to talk to the heavy armorer again.
He's literally just a couple tents down. Gimmon Goldbleeder. Hey, back again.
That's me, ready to do some business.
Great.
So, tell me again, how much can I get for this half plate?
Nothing.
Toward a full plate?
I mean, okay, I was a little mean last time. I'll say it a little nicer. I don't want your shoddy leftovers.
No, there was mention of lessons. You said you'd give me lessons.
Damn.
That was more of an insult, but are you actually asking?
Hey, if you'll give me a few hours here with you,
Fucking
I'd be happy to learn from the best. And if they're not
Business
available,
first.
I'll
We'll
stay
talk
with you.
about that in a second. Do you want to buy anything?
I want to buy a full plate.
Full plate.
Do you have any
Do
enchanted?
you want the opportunity to try to make your own?
I do. Under
I
your
will
tutelage?
give you one shot. Make
One
your
chance.
own. You will buy the ore for yourself to use. And I will let you do it here with my assistance. But you have to do each step.
I'd be honored. Is Ren here with me?
Sure, I can be. I'm asking this guy about diamonds and fucking pearls, and
He goes, come back this evening after the tents are closed. We will work then. I still
Very
have
well.
work to do today. What would you like to do, Master Elf? I see you standing there behind him.
yeah, just looking for some diamonds and pearls if you got them.
Have ones that I use, but don't really sell gems. What do you need them for?
For spells. I need them as regents for spells. So I'd like to be able to save my party if need be.
If you're willing to pay a little extra for them, I'd be more than happy to sell them to you just for the hassle of me having to restock.
Fantastic. How much extra are we talking?
What do you need?
I'd like 2 diamonds and
I'm
say
familiar enough with spells that I know they have to be certain graded stones.
yeah, 2 diamonds worth 300 gold. And
He kind of begins to like go back, and you watch him like shuffling through like buckets of diamonds. And he's like, this one here is probably gonna do it. Close enough. Yeah, give me 10 minutes. And give me 700 gold for the 2. And then you said you needed a pearl.
Yeah, I'll take
An identify pearl.
Yep, 100 gold apiece.
200 for that, maybe.
I'll buy a few pearls to make it easier, so you're not restocking one.
2 pearls, 2.
A few if you have more than 2. I'll take 4 or 5. Can I take 5?
Let's do 5. 200 apiece. That's 1,000. 1,200
apiece
for all of it. Then again, I have to restock, so the pearls are a little difficult because of how far away they are.
All right, that works.
You still wish to have 5?
Yeah.
Out of game, you know that the pearls aren't expended, right?
They are not expended?
They are not expended.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It does not
Are
consume
the
the
diamonds?
pearl. The diamonds are consumed by most spells that need diamonds. Because most of the time, they're the ones that save your fucking life.
Okay, then I will just take 1 pearl and 2 diamonds.
900 gold.
900 gold. Okay. Done.
Yeah.
So I give him 90 platinum.
Alright. Anybody else doing any shopping before the evening?
I was
Yes,
still
please.
gonna do the mace thing too.
Let's go to Temin first, because Temin is been sitting for a bit. So Temin, where are you headed?
Weapons and clothing, and I want to find a weapon shop that looks. You know the really good Mexican places that have like the health inspector like shaking his head as he leaves? It's not closed down,
But it does
but
share
it's
space.
close. Right.
What kind of weapons are you looking for? Because
I'm
each
looking
vendor
for-
specializes in a certain type of weapon.
Short sword, please and thank you.
All right.
It's like it's the place you go to has 3 stars out of 5. It's always in the middle, but that's when you find the best stuff.
It's
Yep.
funny. This is the exact opposite of that place. This is Buldale's Fire Spire. And inside you see a very attractive red-haired dwarf, maybe like 4.5 feet, but just ripped arms, tattoos down the side, just hair back, and you just see blades everywhere. You see daggers, short swords, long swords, rapiers, scimitars, great swords, darts. You see anything that has a sharp edge to it, it's there, and it's all pristinely clean and just perfectly made. Set with diamonds and rubies and all of these different gemstones.
That's what she said. Of a pristine beard.
What can I do? That's not her voice. What can I do for you?
Looking for something like this. Hold up my short sword that I have. But could help me get the edge in battle.
Where did you find that? On the side of a street? She's laughing, and you can see now there's like a little tiara. She turns a little bit towards you with like a center cut, like sapphire stone right in the center. She's got pretty decent armor, like pauldrons on, but they look mostly like heat guards, as she is over a flame right now, working pretty hard.
I want to imagine like R&B music is playing right now as they talk.
Actually, I think you could classify it as more towards the middle of the street. But yeah, no, it was pretty much on the street. But you have no idea how much damage this thing has done. So I'm looking to upgrade.
Yeah.
But I'm still keeping this. You can't have it. It has sentimental value.
Good. I wouldn't want it anyways, and everyone should be attached to their blades. All right. Well, let's see here.
She said.
How much money do you have to work with?
That is a very open-ended question. But more than I've ever had in my life, by a
Well,
considerable margin.
let's put it this way. I have plenty of quality short swords, and she pulls out 3 off the wall. The first one has this like red runic line down the center of it, and it just kind of like almost like you feel like you could stick your finger all the way through the blade. It seems so thin in the center. She goes, "This one here is one of my favorite creations. More you attack the same target, more damage you do. It's an intensifying weapon."
Oh.
These other 2 here, these are just very nice. Perfectly able to be enchanted, masterwork swords. That's all. Make a perception check, Temin.
24.
You see that there is another short sword specifically hanging directly behind her that looks twice as nice as the ones that she just talked about.
Is any
What
more information gained that I also rolled and got in that 20 for 26?
No additional information is gained.
What about that one there?
Choose that one. That's my pride and joy right there. That's Bulldale Starsum. I'm gonna be putting that one in the, You wouldn't understand. It's a dwarf thing.
I understand that I wouldn't understand.
Let's just
Is
say the
it-
top smiths who gain access to the most prestigious, they all put their pride in the shards of smithing. It would take quite a price, and we're not talking gold here, to move me from this weapon.
Well, now I'm really intrigued. What price does that weapon
I
carry?
would give up my pride for nothing less than the treacherous heart of a sworn dwarven enemy.
What, dare I ask, is the sworn enemy of the dwarves?
There are many, but it would have to be someone specifically that has done us ill.
Please tell me. It's the Emperor of the Apodorn Empire.
She kind of chuckles and she goes, I mean, I think he's the sworn enemy of everybody, to a bit. But you
Wow,
not need to
I was
go.
casting a wide net.
You not need to go that far. Any raiders or orcs or monsters or things that have attacked our cities in the past. There are plenty of things in the Underdark that strike fear in a dwarf's heart. I'm sure you can find somebody with ill will to spread. Do a task for them. Bring the heart to me. Maybe. No, I'll promise you. You can succeed at that. You'll have earned this sword.
Bring you the heart of an orc.
Bring you the heart of someone who has become a sworn enemy. An orc who has done nothing to us means nothing to me. Do you understand? This is someone who has to have ill in their heart for dwarven kind.
I understand the intent. I wish to understand how to identify.
It's not my problem. It's your problem.
I'll take that problem. What is the price of the angry blade?
On there. Let's take a look here. Call it 100 platinum, 1,000 gold, whichever you prefer.
So cheap.
Is there like a little note on it describing the?
So basically, this is a custom-made item by myself as
Yeah.
well. So essentially, every time you attack the same target, you do another die of weapon damage. So if it was a d6, you
yeah.
hit again, it's 2d6. You hit again, it's 3d6. You hit again, it's 4d6. But it only stacks on a single target. And then when you switch to a different target, it is just the single die again.
And the other two are just blank canvases.
They are masterwork, meaning they can be enchanted, but they are not currently enchanted. There are other weapons as well that are not short swords. These are just specifically the short swords.
I'll take it.
All right, good doing business with you. Can't wait to find that heart. If you bring this back in good peace, I'll give you a trade out.
Can't wait to find it.
I'm sure you will.
And then we're going to move on to clothing.
What kind of clothing? Like armor clothing?
No, like regular clothing. I'm looking for something to basically gloves, boots, and capes.
You see there is a leather worker
Should be it.
by the name, the tent's name says stop, exclamation point, Tarananam Hammer Time. And inside you see a female dwarf, just legs kicked up on a table, like half snoozed, kind of gets a little startled when you come in. What you want?
I want a list of everything you sell if they're half as well made as those boots you wear now.
Alright, well, yeah, pretty much anything with leather. I make padded leather, leather armor, studded leather, boots, hats, gloves. What do you need?
Boots that'll make me quiet or capes that'll make me hard to hit.
Don't really work much with the magic stuff there. More of an armor creator. Not really a dwarven specialty. More like an artifact. Did you check out the artifacts dealer?
We were in there. Can I take something to them to enchant?
Oh no, they don't do enchantments themselves. It's just what they find. Dwarves aren't really prone to magic all that much. We get most of our magic through the ore veins that are just pure magic. Not a lot of enchanters here.
Alright.
I would have gone along and just to see if they have a just regular dwarven clothes, like not armor, just kind of like basic common clothes.
Not really. This is, again, outside of the city. This seems to be more of like a weapons, armor, with a couple of magic tent, shopping bazaar type of a place. But there does not seem to be any like clothing vendors.
What's the cheapest armor you? I've got a friend I want to give a gift to. So but not a good friend, but a dwarf, tiny dwarf, something cheap. What do you have?
Well, I have the basics: leather armor, studded armor, padded armor, boots, hats, gloves. The only thing I have right now that's magical, as you mentioned, is and she kind of pulls this studded armor off the back, and she goes, "This right here's my pride and joy. It's called Thronam Studded Gum Armor. It's got one little flaw to it. You can't swim with it on. It's not that you if you could swim before that you sink in all bodies of water, but you are completely immune to bludgeoning damage. You cannot take a single point of it."
Damn.
I don't like my friend that much, but how much is that?
I don't know if I could sell it for gold. Maybe for favor.
What would the favor be?
Well, see here, I got these orders that I'm supposed to be getting in for the allies down in Carstino, and I'm really, really just not wanting to work. If you were able to do, I don't know, a month's work of working for me, just doing all the things I don't want to do, I'll probably just give it to you. But you gotta work here for a month. Full month.
Again, I don't like my friend that much, but it's good to know. Thanks, though.
Yeah, no worries.
Damn it! I thought we were rid of him.
Next.
Okay.
I still want to buy a mace
Okay. Your mace
or Morningstar.
mace or Morningstar vendor is going to be, again, Wildale the Iron Woman.
Yep.
You see a female dwarf just stacked, big, curved, like big old arms. Again, kind of got that typical dwarven red hair, but it's kind of all up in a bun in this one. And she's just hammering right now on just this big slab of iron. And she goes, "Eh, what you want?"
Yeah, looking for a weapon fit for a cleric here.
Lots of weapons. What you want?
Specifically, mace or Morningstar. What you got?
I got 3 morning stars right over there on the wall. And I got a bunch of maces, but they're all on back order right now. I've got an order of 40 of them for a Misa Birch Belch within the city. So if you're wanting a mace, it's gonna be a bit.
All right, well, Morningstar it is. What do we got?
All right, this one here has charges, like magical charges. You see the gems here, and if you use it and you use one of those charges, it can stun enemies up to 10 feet around you. So it's kind of like a pulse stun type of thing. So you just kind of slam it into the ground and it kind of like pulses out. She counts the gems. She's like, I think you can do it 3 times, and then it takes a full day to recharge. So it's not like good at every dawn. It's like you use it 3 times, 24 hours, then you can do it again.
Gotcha.
This one here, weirdly enough, it boosts the person you hit AC armor by 1. So this was kind of an accidental creation, but it's good if you ever just want to boost your allies. You can just pop them upside the head real quick. They take a little bit of damage, they gain some AC, and then you heal them up again.
The fuck?
Yeah, not sure on that one. The first one sounds interesting. What about the third?
Last one here is actually kind of similar to the second one, but it's self-fulfilling. If you are the person who kills an enemy, kills, not knocks out, this is a blood weapon, you gain 1 AC for the next while. Basically, you just more menacing. The weapon itself helps stop. It's a defensive weapon, but quite a bloody weapon.
Yeah, I've messed with those before. I don't think I'm gonna do that one again. But the first one, how much?
First one's pretty expensive here, but it's not my pride and joy. So let's just see here.
I look around for her pride and joy.
Make an investigation check.
Damn it, I was hoping you'd say.
Can I help? Can I roll too?
Sure.
16.
I'm looking around too. I'm like, pride and joy. I got a 9, so I don't see shit.
There is a large, like, it looks kind of like mithril at this point, but it kind of sparkles almost in like a diamond-like shimmer. This giant maul on the back that seems to be just like centrally located. She goes, price on this one here. Say probably the stunning and the gems.
It's a diamond X.
Let's say 4,600 gold.
Wow.
Ooh, for the stunning one?
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Ugh. I mean, I could do 3,000. That's the best I can really do.
I mean, maybe for one of the other ones, but these are quite good. I could also just sell you a basic Morningstar. I have those, but you want something special.
Alright, what's the blood one run?
that one there.
Damn it.
That
I don't
one's
want to do this.
3,500.
Yeah, I could give you 3,000 for it.
It's not, and again, I mean this in the nicest way. I guess I don't know. How long have you guys been here?
Very, very short time.
Well, do you mind if I tell you a quick story and you'll understand a little better why I can't take your deal?
Of course.
Those of us out here at Capital Square are blacksmiths, merchants, armorists, who are all trying to gain access into the elite. We are not starved for money. We all have plenty to do with. We've made our fortunes. This is a hobby. But our goal is to become one of the greats. So, when we sell these things, we sell them basically at the cost that they cost us. And we are not really in any hurry to get rid of inventory, since that is not our main goal. We are all like that. That is not just me. I tell you this just because I wish you not to aggravate some of our less tempered smiths and end up with a bad...
Of course, and I appreciate that, but it's what I can afford, and you'd be doing the kingdom a great service. I hear you guys aren't a fan of the king.
The perfectly good of our king.
Well, your king, but the Apodora Empire king.
Yeah, fuck the humans. I don't really care.
Right, and we're trying to replace him, if you will, with the true king.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sorry, you misunderstood. I really don't care about older humans in general. Pretty much just care about.
I was hoping
the
you'd take
dwarves.
pity. I was hoping you'd take pity to our plight here and potentially help us out by.
Can I offer you another piece of advice? You look like a good kid. Dwarves look at that pansy ass shit. They look down at you for that. If you can't protect yourself, it's your own fucking fault. So if you want dwarves to respect you, don't be looking for help. Earn it.
Alright. Well, what can I do to earn that mace?
Wait, how much do you need for like the 4,000 weapon, whatever?
For the 4,000, because I already promised money to Homeboy for the shield, I need 1,000.
1,000 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I walk by you and I just shake it off my platinum and just like right into you.
So 100 platinum from you then.
100 platinum.
Jesus. Thank you, Blitz. In that case, he looks over.
She goes, hey,
I
look
will
at
take
that.
that one.
That's how it works. Get your party to help out. That right there, you, bugged man. That gains the respect of a dwarf right there.
Whatever. Pathetic.
I like it. Turns out that Blitzkrieg might be really well liked among the dwarves. Like they'd never seen one before, but now they're like, all right, yeah.
So what's that Morningstar?
It's not in. It's custom made item. So I will put it in D&D Beyond for you at some point. But again, it is basically 10-foot stun. The DC is 15. So it's DC con save 15 for anyone within 10 feet. It does take an action to do it, and that's that. And it is not an action as part of an attack. So it is literally just I activate the stunning ability on my mace.
Sick.
But I have no idea how powerful it is. It seems pretty powerful, so I'm hoping it's not broken.
What are we calling it?
You can call it whatever you want. Name your own fucking weapon. She looks at you. She goes, "What do you mean what it's called? Every warrior names their weapon."
Well,
you see this one back here, and she points at the mall. She goes, "This one right here? This is mine. This is Boldale's Starstrom." Nope, that's not the one. Excuse me. I am not Boldale. This is Wilddale's elemental moth.
Perfect. Well, that's fantastic. Well, this is a morning star of stunning quality. But I appreciate it, and I will name it in due time.
Garth Maul.
Garth Maul.
Right.
Oh, Jason
Who's
got like a
next?
level.
12 more minutes of shopping.
If we're back as a group, Flynn would be like, "Hey, do we think we're gonna have a problem getting into the city? Like, not with the dwarf? 'Cause,
I'm sure we could stay out here. There's got to be an inn somewhere.
I'm just talking about like from a shopping perspective. Like, if we wanted to buy other things that like they've been telling us about that are maybe in the city. Like, if we're gonna venture in there. I'm just wanting to know if I need to go offer a dude some money for his clothes.
I think you might.
Okay. Then I will literally go out in search of a dwarf to literally buy just a cheap pair of clothing. That way, if we decide to venture in, I can shape change into a dwarf and have clothes that fit me that look normal.
How much do you offer?
I mean, I'm just gonna, I don't even know what.
Like, how do you approach it? There's a random dwarf. You run into him.
Yeah. Hey, guy. Hey, how you doing? Feel free to say no, but
No.
do you have an extra? Okay, I walked into that one. Do you have an extra set of clothes that I could buy? It's for a friend, a dwarf friend. It's not a weird thing. It's just everybody else is like armor. I just need just like your size and normal outfit. What would that be worth? What would you need?
Yeah, give me like 10 minutes. Stay here.
Okay.
He walks back towards the city. About 20 minutes later, comes back with like a stack of just like extra sets of clothing and goes, "Here. Beggar, be gone."
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, okay. So I'll walk around, and then I will. At that point, I will go around a corner, and I will just change into just a dwarf, like that guy, but not exactly that guy. Like vague enough to not be recognized as a specific person, and I will change into the clothes, and then I will come back and walk up to the group and be like, "Hey, guys, it's me. I'm still me, but I'm figuring this may help us later. And I am a dwarf now. Don't speak Dwarven, but I am a dwarf."
All right.
I don't know you. Who are you?
Anybody else need to do any shopping?
Not out here.
I'm done.
No, wait till the morning.
All right. Then the last thing we are going to do is the weapons crafting of that plate armor Aoth. So I would like you to go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Wait. Because I know he keeps failing, I'm going to basically to AF don't worry, this is gonna make you better. And I'm gonna basically inject him with enhanced ability, intellect. So he's gonna get an advantage in Fox Cunning for intelligence checks.
Okay.
And I also give him guidance on everyone.
Okay. So it will be, we'll say based on the different things being pumped into this, it is an intelligence check at advantage plus the D4 plus 5. Because normally you can't stack advantage, but because you're getting them from two different locations, I want them both to count towards the end goal here.
You're gonna have really bad breath for a little
Are
bit.
you fucking kidding me, Aya?
It's 24.
24.
I saw the one and I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
So you make these plans, you sit and you kind of work through using like bits and pieces of work that he has and stuff, but he's kind of just looking over the back of you the whole time. And he goes, "It's not great, but it'll work. It's not going to get you any enchantments or special techniques, but if you are able to successfully pound the metal, this will work. Are you ready to purchase the ore?"
It's a functional
Plans for plate.
design. Yeah.
He goes, "Are you ready to purchase the ore?
Yes.
Do you want the magical ore, or do you want just the regular ore?"
If it's the magical ore, I still cannot enchant it yet.
No, the magical
right?
ore, because of what it is, will put magical properties even into a regular set of armor. But it is very expensive.
How expensive?
It's 200 gold per unit of ore. So for plate armor, you would need 10, be about 2,000 gold total, just for the units.
Which is 200. Okay. And is it a specific magic?
It is
Or
not.
is that
It is
enchanted later?
pure magic. It can manifest itself in many different ways.
Do I have any say in how it manifests itself?
Yes and no. You are the crafter, the smith, but it is very hard to control magic. Even the best master smiths, really only can guide what is already there. He pauses you for a second. He goes, "Let me quickly tell you a dwarven smithing tale. It was told to us long, long ago. May be hard to believe, but we were not the first person to teach ourselves how to smith. It was actually the fucking elves. Fuck them. They were the ones to teach us how to smith. And what was told to us is that within each metal, each ingot, there is already something that is created within. It is just your job to uncover it. So that is what we strive to do. We strive to just uncover what is already within the ore, and not try and shape it in any specific way. This causes for the truest and best of creations."
Well, because this is my first time, I feel like I lack the experience to really hone in and take advantage of the full potential of this ore. So I'll use the regular ore for this.
Regular
for the
ore is
piece.
cheap. You just fucking have some. Here's 10 units.
Thank
Can
you.
I
If you do not succeed, I'll take it for scrap.
can I interject here for a little bit? In Aof's head is like, okay, so by this time, you should start tasting like a fox piss in your mouth. Just ignore it. It's part of the. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
I look at him. I'm like, oh, what the hell are they talking about?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. We can continue.
Alright,
Side
you
effect.
ready to begin forging?
Yes.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Same as before. Advantage +5. And the guy.
No. Advantage plus your d4. You only got the +5 because of Fox Cunning. That only helps with intelligence.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So just advantage plus the d4.
Okay.
Oh, are you doing like a strength now, or?
Yeah, athletics.
Fuck me. 28.
28? Goes, that is excellent work for a human, especially good job with techniques. This is far more your gift than planned. Alright. Your last step, you must do all of the intricate details, the designs, the gem settings. This is very important. Make me a sleight of hand check. At advantage, +4.
Nat 20
Plus the D4.
plus the D4. So 23.
23.
Nat 20.
Well,
Well, no, nat 20
plus
would be
what?
27.
Plus your sleight of hand.
So it'd be nat 20 plus your sleight of hand plus a D4 plus his 4 that he gave you.
Oh, he didn't give me 4 this time. Oh, yeah, his 5. Yeah, you're right.
No, not the 5. So advantage, which you rolled a 20, plus your sleight of hand modifier, which is
two.
which is 2 plus your proficiency, because it's still you're proficient in this because it's blacksmithing.
Fuck, can I just? Oh, yeah. Okay. I always forget about that.
Did you
thing.
add your proficiency for the intelligence check?
No.
So that would have been what then? Because it would have been 24 plus
3.
So it would have been 27, which matters.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. So 27, 28, because I think you're already proficient in athletics. And then what is your dexterity then? So it's natural 20 plus 2 plus your proficiency.
So 26
Plus
on
the
this.
D4.
Yeah, I only rolled a 1.
Okay. He looks over your plans again and he goes, I did not see that there. These are actually quite clever, the way you intricately weave the designs of the gemstones within. Here, put this here, put this here. He like begins to hand you these different gemstones that you're now kind of working with. And he goes, I like it. Can you roll a D100?
It says 5.
5.
Is that what the 0 means?
Is that good?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
0, and then the ones number is 5.
I guess it does the math for you, but
How does this work?
You watch as you kind of finish the last intricacies and designs, you watch as full flames begin to pop up from these designs and begins to sear the outside of the armor, and it begins to kind of build up and kind of hold itself, and then there's just kind of this red shimmer that kind of goes over it. And a new rune appears right in the middle, all on its own. He goes, I guess it's a good thing I gave you the magical ore instead of the regular ore, eh? You're still
Happy
going
with-
to pay me for that, but now that you're successful, you're going to be very happy for it. So this is now plate +1 with the ability to control flames, just like the cantrip. So the cantrip control flames, you can just do that as a free action anytime you want.
okay. Is this a custom?
No, the control, well, yeah, the item's definitely custom. Just, I would add plate +1,
Okay.
and then just know that you have the ability to do this with control flames. So you can expand flames, you can extinguish flames, double the amount of light, simple shapes, things like that, but nothing that would specifically cause damage unless they just take damage from being in flames, right? So it's not like you can attack somebody with flames, but you can do these kind of, you have control over flames with this armor on.
Parlor tricks.
He goes, all right, but before we go too far, 2,000 gold. Because I did give you the magical ore. This is no bullshit. I know you had it, but you were unconfident, and I didn't like that, so we just fucking lied to you.
200 platinum? Is that okay?
Totally fine.
So
This is good fucking work here, man. This is
Thank you
good
for your
work.
tutelage.
Fucking love it.
Like,
Not
plate
every day
one?
human comes in here just dropping fucking bombs.
For the brand itself,
He goes, put it on. I want to see you look like a badass.
is it still functional plate plans? Or is it something else?
No, it's plate plus plans.
Plate plus plans. Awesome.
Because when you bumped your intelligence over the 25 mark, everything else was already over the 25 mark. So
Awesome. Well, I put it on and I'm like, 10 minutes later I come out. Well, 15 because I had to take off my stuff. Hey.
oh man, it looks so fucking good.
I pull out my foraging sword. I'm like, ooh, light that sucker up. Just because.
Because that is a cool weapon. I really like that.
Basically,
You want to forge while you're out in the middle of nowhere.
It's unheard of. It's really unheard of. DM now talking. The armor does require attunement though. So
Okay.
it is an attunable item. So just make sure that you keep that in your 3 attunable item.
I assume the Morningstar does too.
Yes. Anything that has a magical ability that's custom made requires attunement. All right. But with that, DM Matt speaking here, I think we will call it an evening with that forging right there. Everybody out there on the interwebs, we are going to be taking a couple breaks for a couple weeks as I will be in another state unable to stream. However, reminder, Kickstarter is going still for the Fractured Core campaign. A lot of the players here have played within it. It's great. Go support it.
Fantastic.
Please. We're about 30% of the way there, I think, with about a month to go. So we're a little behind, but I'm hoping we're going to pick it up. So do your best out there to support. And thanks so much, everyone. Have a great night and good night.
Bye.